Is doing a live transcription. Yeah, yeah. It'll be shown on the stream. And
Just turn it off.
if on occasion he has a problem or he asks y'all to pause, right? So it doesn't happen often.
No, Habib is a master.
Master of disaster,
Okay.
how they
Good
say
luck,
in New York, you know?
gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, wait,
Thank you.
I don't know if Art wants a picture or not.
Tara has so many pictures already, probably doesn't need another one, right? Do you?
He didn't say me, he said Arda.
Arda, oh,
Different story.
where is Arda?
You guys are welcome to start. Thank you.
Okay, good match.
Good match.
Long introduction told you everything that's going on, and I understand there's no. It wasn't on.
It's on now?
You know, this high technology, these damn mics, you have to turn them on. I assume you can hear me now. Victor
Okay.
Ashkenazi from New York.
We've got ourselves a double and a pass here.
Fernando
for sure.
Bracconi from the Tuscany region of Italy, a very fine player. This is the round of 8, the quarterfinals. This is the money round. You're in the money if you win this match. Big double. Too good to double by a tiny bit. We're on? Good. I gave a nice introduction. Victor, as you know, is a giant, one of the top 5 for the last several years or on the Giants list, and
If you fuck it up.
he's an animal, an absolute animal. He's certainly going to be favored in this match. But we've seen nothing but upsets in this tournament, and if Fernando wins, it wouldn't be an upset. He's not like some kid that doesn't know the game. He's a very, very fine player. But he's way behind in the match now, losing 1-0. I would just give up, wouldn't you?
No.
No? You're playing Victor Ashkenazi and you're losing? Why keep going?
No, I mean, you can't get, he's already gotten this far. You might as well ride it till the wheels come off.
By the way, the loser goes into the second chance bracket, and they'd be pretty far in the second chance bracket, so they would have a reasonable chance to come back and still win the championship.
What's going on here? We just make
2-1, you make the 5, yeah.
Okay. Victor has been very deliberate this entire lead up. So
When he was playing you and he kept shaking the dice when his clock was down, it drove me nuts.
when was this?
Oh, he wasn't playing you. You were watching. That's right.
Oh yeah.
He had very little time on the clock. You get a 12-second delay, and he used 6 to 8 seconds of it shaking the dice.
That's
He just
fine.
loves to shake. But he knows the clock. By the way, Victor is also a great chess player, so he knows how the clock works. He's not going to run out of time.
Okay, we hit on the deuce, of course. You
Of
just develop
course.
the stack, you know? So we've got 5 checkers on the 6 point. We use one of the checkers on the 6 point, right? If we had 5 checkers on the 13 point, you might choose to play down, yeah?
You say yeah like I know the answer, but I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
yeah.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Double fours,
Yeah.
out. And what's the race here?
God, I wish I was cool and could wear sunglasses at night. I'm just not that cool.
It's the light, you know?
That's true. I have automatic tinting glasses, so I'm okay.
So after the play,
You can see the pip count.
So is this before the play though, or
That's
after
before.
the play?
That's
So
before.
So afterwards, he's going to be up 14. Yeah.
Yep.
So he needs to run all the way. You don't want to be up in the race and stuck back on the 18. Yeah.
So when you're up in the race, you should race. I never heard of that.
Yeah. No, it's a pretty good strategy.
Justin, you should write a book. I've never
Wait,
heard
what
that.
if you're not up in the race, Phil? What do you think that means?
Oh, you still race, don't you?
No, we don't race.
Okay. I'm learning. I've learned more doing commentary with good players like you. You and I did some really fun commentary in Istanbul about, was that a month ago? It seems like,
Yeah, I mean,
seems like 6 years ago we were in Istanbul.
For me, as an American, everything is about race, apparently. So it comes naturally.
Well, we have a racist country sometimes.
Oh,
You started it.
I know. I'm sorry. Somebody said that joke to me one time. I was talking about the race so much.
Uh-huh.
They go, it's because you're American.
Right.
You can't help it. It's a very strong play. Two blots in his board. The
three
cost
and a
of the
cover is,
three isn't,
you think about a 3 and a cover, and he got a 3 and a cover.
okay, well,
Do
here
you
we
do
go.
it? There's
This
the
is-
cover. Now
this
you
is
think
the
about the
time.
3. There it is. Hit and covered. One of my favorite sayings.
Oh, double twos. Now
Whoa.
there's 2 on the roof, and you get to make the 2 point.
Ooh. Yeah, this is.
Yeah. You hit here.
Yeah, but
and
do
then
you, but
hit
do you
and
make the 2? You hit both and make the 2, or you
Yeah,
make
you
the
hit
4?
this one, and then you hit on that one, and then you make the 2.
Okay.
No blots.
You mean no blots are better than some blots?
Well, if you leave blots in your home board, that's where he's entering,
Oh.
and they might hit you.
Oh. Why didn't they tell me this sooner?
And cube.
Are you taking? No. Is it
No.
too? Then my first question is it too
The
good?
question is, it too good?
Right. And I don't know. The XG said no, but
Yeah.
very nice cube, very nice playing, very nice rolling, and I won a nice bet with Joe Russell on one of these cubes where he said the guy isn't going to take it. I won a 3-1 odds bet that he was taking.
There's no way on earth Victor takes this.
It's a .33 error. What that means is if you take it, you have lost your mind. And if you're at Victor's level.
Or, as I like to say, you're just feeling a little ambitious or
Feel-
optimistic. I'll
feeling
say.
frisky.
You're feeling a bit optimistic.
Uh-huh. Okay. Nice double, nice take. Even game.
16 away, 16 away. 4-3. No, 4-1. Down and split.
I know this play.
It's a strong one. One of the best.
Uh-huh.
5-4
I know
makes
this
the
play.
4.
Yeah. So, Justin, why are you sitting here? Who beat you?
Who didn't beat me?
That's a good answer.
You know?
Joe Russell said the same thing.
Yeah.
He's 0 for 6 in this tournament, including doubles.
Oh, no, I played ZZ in round 1 of the main event, and I won that match.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I did the
remember.
transcription on that one. When I got back to the room, I played like a 2.5. He played like a 2.5 as well.
Wow.
And
That's impressive.
then I played on stream, and that one didn't go according to plan.
Wait a minute, you both played 2.5? That's a great match for you and an average match for ZZ.
Yeah, ZZ is over here behind us now playing in a cash game. Anytime somebody gets gammoned, they have to take a shot.
Well, that's a cool game.
So come to Monte Carlo.
Yeah, you go to Japan, you have to eat a piece of sushi every time you bear a checker off. And the record is 62 pieces of sushi in one game. And you know who holds the record?
I don't know.
Akiko.
What?
Akiko ate 62 pieces of sushi in one match and set the record in Japan for eating sushi for the sushi backgammon.
That is wild.
The thinnest, skinniest person I know.
Wow.
She has more talent in more ways than anybody I know.
Wow, it's
Isn't
wild.
that a story?
All right, so we're hitting.
And
Well,
I'm
then
hitting.
There's the question, right?
Yeah. Oh,
We're not breaking the mid because we don't have any
so you're
spares.
hitting
on
with the
mid.
1 and coming out. Wow. You're only leaving 6 blots that way. I was taught not to do that. But the XG says you should leave 6 blots.
Ooh, it's tough, but getting rid of the mid this early when you've got 3 checkers back seems a bit.
This is not a bad play. It's 4%. It's not horrible. It's not as good as the other play. I wouldn't have found the right play here. I'm allergic to 6 blots.
It's tough, but what are you going to do? Let the last guy go?
Oh, I know you hit, but I just don't think I'm hitting from the 13.
Yeah, I don't think I would find this play, to be honest.
Yep. This play is only a 5% error, which is not terrible. This is a hard play. These are one of the plays you say maybe humans don't find the play. Are you human?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, then you're not so bad not to find the play.
He's thinking about it. He's looking at it. 2-1.
ZZ in French means pee-pee. I can't wait to tell. ZZ probably knows that. He's probably heard it.
Okay, now he makes the 8.
There's going to be a kids tournament, and I'm very excited about that because there's 2 kids here that I coach. One from England and one from Florida.
Wow, 6-2.
6-2.
Maybe I just play 13-5. I don't know if I need to hit. I've got 1 guy back. They've got 4 guys back, right? I don't want to have 2 guys back, really. Okay, 13-5 is bad, apparently. You can play 12-4, so you don't have to play 13-7, 6-4. Okay. So you're just playing with the 1 blot.
I was tempted to just play into the 5-point. That was my gut reaction, but it's the second best play. This is my gut reaction right here.
Okay.
Second best play. Not good, but not bad.
If I make the plays Victor makes, and Victor makes the plays I make, who's doing better than who? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, right?
Pointing is an option, and it's the right option. Making the 2-point, hit and point. I can see why he doesn't want to. It's not a pure game. It's an ugly structure, but you're unstacking the 6-point. I can see it makes sense.
Every other play is a bit too passive, right? You're trying to, like, wrestle the initiative away from your opponent, right? And one of the best ways to do that is to put him on the roof. So if you can make a point against a single guy back, it's generally a pretty good idea.
Very nice play by Fernando. Fernando looks to me like he's 12 years old, but he's like, what is he, 30-something?
I have no idea.
Of course, you look to me like you're 12 years old, too.
I'll be 40 in August.
Oh, my God. That makes me feel really old. Good play. Very, very good roll. 1s, 3s, and 5s are critical here. That's 75% of the time. He comes in, and hits.
He hits.
That was big. I think we'll see some cube action soon. Oh, that's a good anchor. That might stop the cube action.
No, I don't think it stops the cube action.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's doubling. He's rolling.
But I don't think it stops
just shaking.
the cube action. So he's got no outfield control. This makes the bar. But I think maybe you should have cubed.
You should have looked at it. I thought there was potential cube there.
So
I guess the race wasn't. No, he's up 15 pips in the race before the roll, or is that now?
Well, he's got 4 guys back. He's got no outfield control, right?
Yeah, I would have really thought about doubling
It's
there.
a pass now.
But Victor didn't even stop to think about it.
Maybe he thought it was too good.
Oh, maybe it was. We didn't see. And even if it wasn't,
I would have cubed. But I like throwing the cube out there, you know?
Too good to double now, but only 0.005. Nope, 0.027, 3%.
Okay.
So it's a coin flip whether you double or not. A lot of it is who you're playing.
So this, the question now is like, was he thinking it was too good before? So no, he thought it wasn't good enough.
Right.
Now
because he
it's
improved
too good.
greatly and now he doubled.
Now he's Fernando counts the race, sees he's down 16 pips with 4 guys back and passes.
And how about using position, race, and threats? You got nothing.
Well, I mean, you might trick yourself into thinking you have some sort of semblance of a board, right? But like if you get a shot and hit the shot, you want to be able to contain the checker. And your board looks like Swiss cheese, right? You've got the ace point made and the deuce point made and gaps on the 5 and the 3. So let's say you wait, you take the cube, you get the shot, you hit the shot. You could still lose because you can't contain the checker, right? So what's the point of the gamble in taking the cube if you don't win every time you get the shot and hit, right?
That is a fantastic analysis. Thank you. It really is. I would have just said, this looks like crap to me.
I see boards like that on the white side, and you know what it reminds me of? You know Chuck E. Cheese in the States?
Yeah.
You know the clown face where you shoot the balls at the gap teeth on the clown?
Right.
That's what these
That's
positions remind me of.
And how much time do you spend in Chuck E. Cheese?
Well, I was a kid not too long ago.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right. I've taken kids and grandchildren there.
I went for the pizza when I was a kid, you know?
Okay.
You go now, it's a little creepy, I'm not going to lie.
Well, I go to Dave and Buster's now with my
Yes,
granddaughter,
of course.
and I think I enjoy it more than her.
Air hockey.
Oh no, my
basketball game.
I am a professional skee ball player.
Okay.
I love the game.
5-5, so we enter and make the 3-point maybe? I would probably end up making the 3.
So everybody agreed, and XG agreed. It was a monster drop. It took quite a while to do it, we think. But it's so obvious when you're watching XG that it's a huge drop. Over the board, you're in the World Championship money round. I don't think Fernando's ever gotten this far in Monte Carlo. This is really big. He doesn't have a
That's
job
a good
right
play.
now.
Very nice.
He would. It would be nice to make the money that you're going to make on this, just on this match. You get paid well if you win. First place is €77,000. Plus a side pool is 14,000.
What do you get for getting into the final 8? Oh, this is the final rate. Wait, so you don't get money if you're top 8? Only if you're top 4?
Well, since this is the money round, I think you have to win this
So
match to win money.
what does 3rd and 4th get? Do you know?
I don't know. I haven't looked at that.
I know what they don't get, the trophy.
That's for sure. I might have that. Let me
My
see.
friend Zach from New York made the board they're going to be playing on in the finals. He also made the trophy this year. You met Zach at the dinner in New York
Yes,
when Doug was there.
right. Doug the Magician.
Yes. Doug McKenzie.
The most incredible magic show I've ever seen. Then I checked him out in Wikipedia, and he's famous. And he should be. He's great.
Oh, do you see this play? Look at this. 8-2. Oh, that's tough. How much of a mistake was this?
Oh, hey, they've already made some money. I don't know why they said this is the money round.
The position that he's trying to put into XG is not the position they have over the board.
Yeah, that's why they're waiting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he missed
The winner
something.
gets 77,000. Finalist is 31,000, almost 32. Third gets 15, almost 16,000. Fourth, fifth get $8,000 each. Sixth through ninth get 39.60. But see, these guys, the loser of this match isn't necessarily in the money because he's got to go to the second chance to get to those positions.
So I see why they had a problem with that last, with Fernando's last move. It's because they didn't have the position correct. Because his move looked like the best play to me.
I
was like, what?
Okay. Now, by the way, the winner of the undefeated bracket gets €10,000 more automatically because he wins the undefeated bracket. But there will be a single match with the second chance winner for the championship and still a lot of money. Okay. Have they got it corrected? He's working on it.
He's getting there.
I've
How
done.
did Victor's checkers get on the 18
I don't
point?
know. I've done transcription, and it's one of the hardest jobs. I've done it at major. I did it in Monte Carlo. That's how I started my career as a commentator.
There's no way it's getting back to the original.
Both of these players could tell you every move from the opening move.
Yeah, I don't know why there's 2 checkers on the 14 and 15. I don't know if that was ever the case, was it? What did Victor roll? Double threes or something? What happened? How did he get to the 18?
I don't know. I was looking up the prize money and relying totally on you.
But if they paused the game, I didn't see him roll. But maybe he did already. And
Looks like they're going to transcribe it later. We lost our XG feed.
that's all right. We don't need it.
Well, it'd be nice to start it on the next game for each game. I'd still like to see it. And so would most of the people watching.
You know what? I was doing a commentary earlier without it, and I wish I didn't see it. I think it's.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
For one thing, XG is so very different from me. I think it's got to be really wrong. One of us is really wrong.
See, here, if I'm wrong, now there's no way for them to know.
I know that.
I prefer that. Okay, and the 4 comes down.
What if I tell you it's wrong? Wouldn't that you now know you were wrong?
Well, I would think about it, of course.
Okay.
And we make the 1, of course, right? And now
Okay.
we count the race, and we see that we don't
See,
have
he's
a
shaking,
lead.
but that doesn't mean he's not thinking about the cube. Oh, something's coming up on the screen.
6-5 makes the points.
Point on head. Hit and point.
5-6 in and out, of course.
Very, very good roll for Fernando.
Okay, 5-2, 4-3, 4-2. No. I would consider double slotting, like slotting the 5 in the 2, maybe. But maybe he's thinking he might get a shot next go around.
I would have slotted something. I agree.
Yeah, I would have slotted in preparation for me getting a shot on the 18 at some point, because now if you roll large numbers, you don't get to fill in the 5, and then if you get the shot and hit the shot, what might not happen? You might not get to contain it.
I
So
hear you.
you realize that the other guy's not going to leave you a shot.
So why did Victor quickly not leave a not slot?
I don't know. His PR didn't change. He's likely right. There must be a reason, but I don't
PR
think
didn't
I
change
could
because
have
we're not really transcribing. I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
We're not transcribing
Phil,
right now.
you're awake, my friend. You're awake. Go 6-4. Show him you care not. You don't care.
Well, you're up 22 pips in the race. I would be playing to race.
But the race isn't changing either.
So the reason he's not coming in is he doesn't want to have a bad
The
6-1.
race isn't changing either because the transcription isn't
Oh.
right. So we don't know what the race is.
We should know. You and I should learn how to count. I
Wow.
heard counting's important.
Sesame Street taught me.
I was almost a grandfather. No, I was certainly a father when Sesame Street started. I have 2 kids older than you.
He would have had the 5 now if he made the double slotting play. Actually, he would have the 5 and the 2.
Yeah. I thought I was the best hindsighter in backgammon. You might get the prize over me. But you can't help but do that. You just can't help but say, if I'd have done this, it would have been this. We do it all the time.
But you have to in order to logic your way through
So we lost
backgammon
the
decisions, yeah? Yeah, that's all good.
Start on the next game and just do it by game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just okay. No, I'm not asking you to do something. I'm asking to going forward. Yeah. Okay.
So he's thinking about the double. He's looking at the race. I'm looking at that dead checker on the ace. But
These positions are easy. It's either a double or it isn't. Every time. It's
Sounds
always a take, though. There's no question about the take.
well, it depends on the score, but yeah, most of the time. yeah.
I'm talking about
this
a
is
normal
easily
match
take.
score.
Yes, this
There's
is
no question on the take. You get enough shots and win from here, and you might get lucky in the race with double 4s or 5s or 6s.
Yeah, he's not missing
unless the race
equity.
is yeah. But even if the race is pretty much dead, you usually have a take in this position. Just on hit equity, hit vig.
If he had the 5, he might not have doubled. That's all I'm saying. Now you're going to slot both.
Because you're not going to get a shot this roll.
And it also...
You didn't slot both.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, nothing gives you a shot this roll.
I still think you keep the... Oh, you don't keep that spare, huh? Okay. Play it for the race. And it fills a hole. It's good for the race to bring it in. You don't want an open 4-point when you're bearing off.
Okay.
Plays itself.
4-3.
Do you clear the 8 or not? You lose your landing point, but
I would clear the 8, I think.
you're wasting a lot if you don't.
Because I get to make the 4. Maybe I have some sort of a board. Then I get to play a 5 still.
I agree. The battle of the sixes. Who's going to roll the first six? Although right now Victor's got one to play.
4-2. Okay, so the 2 covers the 1, and he does this because he might get a shot right now.
Right now. And he does.
There's the shot.
There
okay.
are 17 hits, which is a little less than half. 47% of the time he's going to hit and he's going to win.
And 3% of the time he hits, he might get a gammon.
And
Double
he misses.
fours.
That's,
Not a bad miss.
well, and he misses a bad miss. I still think he's in trouble.
I mean, yeah. I mean, of course, you'd still rather be white here.
Double 5 would have been not a bad miss. Double
But
4 is
You can't stay there.
not a great miss.
I don't think.
If you had a, yeah, I mean, this is a no-brainer, I think.
So if the guy's board was like busted and he had 4 blots in it or whatever, right? You would stay there, right?
And if you rolled a 1, you would give him a 5 shot instead of a 6. You have better equity that way. You'd move the 1 up, but in this case, I don't know how you could stay. You give him
No,
7.
not with 1 checker there.
Yeah.
If you had 2 checkers there on the 13, you might. Because then his 6s would be forced to play bad, but
Uh-oh.
6-4.
Uh-oh. Double pass unless Victor performs.
What? He's already holding the cube, Victor.
Oh, then he's not going to be double pass. I was looking at the transcription. That's right.
6-5. 5-2. 5 in, 2 off. 6-5. Victor's going to need a double. I've seen him do it. He did it last night.
A double might not do it. Yeah, he would be out of the tournament unless he rolled that doubles at the end, right?
That double 5 was pretty strong.
Who did he beat?
I don't know.
Okay. I hear he had a miracle double at the end to get to this spot.
Yeah, it was pretty strong.
But yeah, some people might say he's lucky. How many times has he been unlucky? It evens out.
No, the guys, he told me earlier, his winning percentage this year is like 76%. You know how crazy that is for backgammon?
Crazy good.
76%. You
Yeah.
go online and you look at people's win percentage,
Yeah.
and you'll see often it's like 55, maybe 56, 57%.
That's
tops.
right.
So to have a year when you're winning
He's had a great year.
76% of the time, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, but he is lucky in one respect. He usually gets to play worse players. He gets a good draw all the time.
Well, when you're one of the best players in the world, everyone is.
That's
a good
my
draw.
point. That's my point.
I had to fulfill the joke for anyone that thought you were messing with him. If he rolls an ace or deuce, okay, there's a chance.
Double 6. That's it. 1 out of 36.
You
2.778%. Nope.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I was half expecting him to do it.
I like the double for the reason you said. The open 5 point is enough, and the close 5 point might not have been a double. You're right.
Yeah.
Easy take, though. Very easy take for Victor.
He did end up closing it.
I hope they start the transcription from this point on so that at least we can see.
I think he is. You can see the right-hand side. It's back to even.
Yeah, he's showing it. Okay.
Yeah. 6-1. Double 4s. Anchoring comes
up and down. Up and down is always right here. Almost always right. Unless you can hit something.
6-2. 6-4, I think is.
6-4 was better.
Yeah, but coming out in 6-4 is better, actually.
Uh-huh. He played that quickly. He played it wrong. That's not characteristic for Victor.
No, it's just that, like some of these opening sequences are like something you have to look at some point.
Yeah.
Or you don't have to. Like, obviously, Victor's like, I don't know what, top 5 player in the world, and he hasn't looked at like the third roll, fourth roll
Some
sequences.
people are proud that they have it memorized, and some people are proud that they don't.
And I have a lot of them memorized, and Victor's, top 5 in the world. It's not necessary, but it's nice to know. Certainly won't hurt your game knowing it.
It can't hurt your game. But the more important thing is to know why. Why would you slot this position, and why would you split this position?
Thomas
That logic
Tinlin-
is really great.
Thomas Tinlin's writing a book on the third roll right now.
Oh, that's great.
And when Mochi or myself or anyone else has a question about the third roll, guess who we call?
Yeah.
Thomas Tinlin.
I go to Backgammon Ceremony, which is software that I own along with Perry that has all the third rolls rolled out 5,000 times. It's all done for you for every combination possible.
Thomas Tenlin gives me the why, though.
Oh, yeah, I won't give you why. There's a reason, by the way. Thomas Tenlin knows why.
Yeah.
We're talking about a great player from Sweden, the roommate of Johan Benell, who's starting very shortly on the other table.
I said, you know what, Thomas? Now that you have 25% of this man, after this match, what you do is you go back upstairs, coach him up, get him ready for the next one, you know?
Uh-huh.
If you have an equity stake, you know, you got to give the man all the knowledge you can. This makes the ace, yeah.
And I taught Thomas Tenlin everything I know. Not everything he knows, but he was my student for a while. He's one of my ex-students. That's probably one of the best in the world of my students, along with Michel Lamotte and a couple of other really top players. I'm very proud of that. He's probably embarrassed to hear that I said that.
5-2. What a shot.
Don't you just hit and continue?
I would, but I mean, Victor is this far in the tournament for a reason. He's being very, very deliberate. Yeah.
Yep.
And
There's nothing
this
that
is how
comes
he
close.
keeps himself from
Yeah.
making oversights.
Yep.
So even though it feels like he's using a bunch of time, he's never in time trouble.
Again, being a longtime chess player, he knows how to use the clock.
Okay, so he's just a very deliberate
Yep.
player, and
Yep.
he has his own thing going for him when he does this,
Is
and it's been
Fernando-
working. So
Oh, they're waiting for the transcriber. I was thinking Fernando was thinking about cubing.
Victor would be thinking about beavering.
A beaver is when you take the cube and turn it from 2 to 4, which is a money ploy. You can't do it in match play,
Okay, we hit and come out. Can't stay back there, and you can't break the mid, right? So just hold your structure and keep the spare checker moving.
though. Uh-huh.
If he fans, the game is over. If he enters on the 5, of course, the game continues.
The game is even if he enters on the 5.
Okay.
I call it an even game.
So this game is over if he wants it to be. The question always in a position that is clearly a pass is it too good? And
I don't think you have enough hits to be too good.
Exactly. And exactly.
You can only hit with 8s and 1s and 12s.
Well, and even then he could hit you back, right?
Yeah.
In which case you have nothing again. So sometimes the
What's
threat
he thinks he's too good, I guess.
sometimes the threat
There's
though
the 8.
is stronger than the execution, right?
Yeah.
And so you cube on the threat and you don't have to worry about the execution, yeah?
Well, he rolled.
And now he regrets it.
I'm not sure he regrets it.
Oh, I thought
He
it
can
was a
still double him
2-5.
out. No,
I thought it was a 2-5.
Yeah,
You would regret your life then, I
he can
promise.
still double him out right now, and I'm not sure he shouldn't have.
No, it's too good now.
Still too good. Okay. Oh yeah, now it is too good. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you lift? I
Still
think
on the roof and you could have made the 5, right?
I think you lift and then cube him out next time.
That sounds like a good plan.
You're
The lift
5.
is hard because you think you're going to make it, but like, here's the thing. Your goal is to win with the cube.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you lift. Hope he doesn't roll.
Hope he doesn't
Hope he doesn't hit you and then double.
Hope he doesn't anchor.
Even if he anchors, he might still have a double. No, maybe not. Not if you've lifted. You don't have that point.
But
He's finding
but he
it.
has a
He's found
take
it. He found it.
if he anchors,
Yeah.
yeah.
a boy, Fernando. To me, he looks like a boy. He looks so young. Really handsome, nice guy. He's fun. I love him in a chouette. He's a fun guy. Okay.
Okay, well, still too good now. Now there's a lot of material in the zone. This misses though, but
2 out.
yikes.
I like 2 out.
I don't know.
17-9 was right to get the other builder. You're
Yeah.
supposed to play it very big here.
Well, the thing is, if you get hit and you don't have your anchor, then it's
Yeah.
harder to.
But 2 out is
cube.
.013. Come on. That's okay.
Yeah, no, but
It's okay. But the logic is you want to have more checkers in the zone to attack.
Victor's just praying for that 5-3.
Yeah. Not a pretty 4.
No, it's all a pass now.
Yeah, I think you come out though. You don't want to be pointed or hit or inside, and it is right. It doesn't matter. Like it's all double pass, no matter. But I would come out. Ooh, he didn't. Maybe he made this play thinking it's going to confuse Fernando whether to double or not. And by the way, there is that ploy.
Here's the thing, right? Playing 6-2, having a blot in your home board might convince me more that it's too good still. but it's not.
But it was a double, so maybe you want to convince him it's too good so he doesn't double.
Well, both guys are in now, right? So
All right, we have a little lead for Fernando. And by the way, again, we've been finding out in XG that even this score makes a difference. This is exactly the score that where we put it in some cubes that were one thing for money and very different at the score. And I certainly surprised me. I don't play a lot of matches that are to 17 points. I prefer shorter matches, by the way. It's more fun. I'd rather see play 2 out of 3 to 7 or 3 out of 5 to 5.
these long matches are very unique. I mean, they
Yes.
operate quite a bit differently than short matches, right? You know, you can
Yes.
overcome a 12-point deficit.
And we've seen it over and over again.
You know,
There is that
so-
excitement. You're right. But we don't see it at very many tournaments except Monte-Carlo.
No, not anymore. They have longer matches in New York, but they don't go to 25 points.
Yeah. The other thing is Monte-Carlo. Look, we had a match at 2 o'clock this afternoon. The next one is at 10. 8 hours between matches. How many places are you going to have that kind of time to play longer matches? When you go to Monte Carlo, you commit to a week, not to a 2-day event.
Good. And a split, yeah. But you're in Monte Carlo, so it's fun.
Oh my God, is it fun! If they didn't have a tournament here, I think I'd come. No, that's not true. It's the backgammon players that I'm with that really make it special for me. Where else can I lose all this kind of money to Akiko and Zednek takes my money and Joe Russell?
Okay.
I don't. This is not a good time to
Okay.
do this. You think you want to learn now?
We could. I don't mind, but I don't know what I would drawing. Besides smiley faces, you know. I'm kidding. Kidding. Yeah. It's nice to see that it's here. Thank you.
Next time there's a timeout. Let's do it if there's a timeout.
Yeah.
Break. $52 is kind of a nothing roll.
5, just in and out. Can't
Yeah.
do anything else. Everything else just seems a bit weaker.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the ace and you don't want to leave blots, so you got to go out.
It's just kind of a march forward, right? You're this roll is
Not your best double six.
yeah.
That's all you can do.
This gives them the chance to make that outside anchor. That's all he's hoping to do right now.
Victor would
is
love a
link up
6
with
or a
six.
2. He'd love a 6 or a 2. And he got the 2.
He got the 2.
And the 3 is just march forward. There, no other 3.
Your back checker should be feeling like a constant pull towards the midpoint at a certain point, you know?
Yeah.
It's you're just always trying to get things moving if you're up in the race. And if you're down in the race, right, then you don't feel that pull to the midpoint because you're stuck. I mean, this is a great shot. I mean, white is up.
Yeah. This is clearly the right play, by the way, too. You're up in the race, you race. He's up 11 pips. 16 pips after the roll. Best chance of winning is racing. The basic game plans, you race, you block, you hit, or you play an anchor game where you hold a point in your opponent's board.
Wait, what was that? What was that list again?
Yeah.
Go through it. I'm writing this down.
Yeah, no. Why should I give you that edge? You're already a better player than me. I'm not going to help you. You're not paying me for lessons. In fact, I intentionally said the wrong thing because you're here.
Oh my goodness.
By the way, it has changed. When I learned this game, it was race, block, or hit. Recent theorists have added the holding game as a 4th game plan because it's a hybrid and it's got different values.
It happens so often.
Yes.
It's just like a very common position type.
I came up with the thought myself that about 60% of your checker and cube plays are when somebody's in a holding game. So now I take more time in my students. There's 11 different types of games we teach, and that's one of the 11, but I don't teach it 1/11th of the time. I teach it about half the time. I make sure they understand holding games because you've mastered 60% of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Jacob Stick Rice has a book on the holding game.
Uh-huh.
He's very, he helped me understand what they were all about, you know, what your racing lead is, right?
I can't tell you how much I learned from Stick. When Perry and I started the Backgammon Learning Center, we started getting too many students, so we brought on John O'Hagan and Stick. And between the two of them, I'd say a fourth of our material is from the two of them. Really good stuff. They're both incredible.
Yeah, I mean, Stick was my first backgammon teacher.
He was
so
great.
We should hit, of course. This 2, I'm not sure about because you want to have more covers, right? So you do this.
He found it. He
and
found
then
it.
You hit, yeah.
Oh, no.
No, this is okay.
Ugh.
I mean, you are up in the race. You
But
don't
look,
need to hit.
There's a blot on your opponent's 5 point. That screams of hitting. And you've
Okay.
made your ace point. That screams of hitting.
No, I would hit, but
And not to hit is a horrible .01 error.
yeah, okay, I can see that it's not worth much.
I can't believe it's that close.
I mean, so I can because okay, so 4s hit, 1s, 3s, 6s then also cover the 5. So I mean, a lot of the numbers that hit also,
All right.
you know, 4-4, right? 4-1, 4-3, 4-6, all numbers that are going to hit that. Double
Yeah.
2s.
You can do all
We're
the
all
analysis.
gonna-
You can do all the analysis you want, but Matt Cohn-Geyer summed it up when he said, "Not hitting's ugly."
Yeah,
That's the best analysis. It's ugly. David Wells is the same way. Is it pretty or is it ugly? They don't do all that. I mean, there's a visual side of this game that's less mathematical and less, and it works for some people. I guess if your name,
sometimes you have to be able to make the ugly play.
yeah, oh yeah, making the ace point's the ugly play.
Not to me.
This is a clear pass. Clear pass. You don't have much
yeah.
going for you. No reason to take it. And he passes. I would say that Victor is certainly one of the best in the world with the cube. And he's certainly one of the best in the world with the checkers. So what does that leave?
I think he also wins style points for
For his wife?
no.
Alia is so cute. So attractive.
I was saying for just his way over the board, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The nice t-shirt he's wearing. So I beat Victor in the semifinals of a big tournament. Right after the tournament, Alia runs up and slaps him and said, "How could you let this dumb little so-and-so beat you?" And she didn't say so-and-so. And we were good friends. We went out to dinner that night before that. She was so mad that he lost. She didn't understand. She hadn't played that much that she didn't understand there's some luck in this game. That even I could beat Victor.
I mean, if we see who lost in round 1 of the main event this year, there's a list 25 GMs long.
I wanted to get some action on how many of the what are the odds that were world champion repeating, and 8 of the 12 world champions lost in the first round. Frigo is the only world champion left that's undefeated
8-5
out of the 12.
Yeah, no, he's got a great shot. I mean, he's been here before, right?
Oh yeah,
That's half the battle.
I don't know if there's a nicer guy in backgammon than Frank either.
I think we should smack him off the 3, maybe. I don't know. What's the race here? I would consider slapping him off the 3.
He's up 13 after the move.
Okay, no then. If you're up in the race, you want to maintain your race lead, and getting hit back
No,
would be
it
bad.
was right to hit though.
Okay, good.
It was right.
I was thinking so.
Yeah, it was right.
Okay, good.
I
Glad
would.
my circuits aren't too far off.
I'm not taking this cube, and he isn't either. Big double, big pass. Fernando is really ripping it. 6-2. Victor should just give up and go home.
Okay, 5-4 hits.
If you were going to pick the non-previous Monte Carlo winners who had the best chance to win this tournament, Victor would have to be, he and Michi would be high on the list. They'd be number 1 and 2. And Z, is that ZZ?
Yes, of course.
Did
those
Wilcox
three.
ever win a world championship? I don't
No.
think. So those would be your number 1 picks who have not won before to win. Victor's has to be one of the top on the list.
Definitely.
Victor, Wilcox, ZZ, and Michi
You
would
definitely
be
go for the
4.
double hit here, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
No. So this is like a common thing, right? So there's an opening sequence 4-3 up, right? When you bring both checkers
Yes,
up, followed
right.
by 1-2,
Oh, yeah. Double hit
and then
inside.
you double hit. Yeah.
Right.
Good.
Nice play.
Nice sequence. And if he rolls like 2-6, then you see why you did it. But if he rolls 5-4, then you instantly regret every decision you
Yeah.
made.
I am so impressed with Fernando. I mean, Victor's no surprise that he's playing great, and it's not a surprise that Fernando's playing great either, but I'm just really impressed with his poise and his play. I think he was the captain of the Italian team when I was in Trier. They had a hell of a good team. It's no easy thing to be one of the better players in Italy. They got a lot of great players there.
There was a tournament in Venice, right?
The last team tournament was in Venice. I was the one year before in Trier. What a beautiful city! If you ever get to Trier, Germany, it's right almost on the border of Luxembourg. In fact, I was stupid enough. I didn't know you fly into Luxembourg. I flew into Frankfurt
You make the
and had to
18.
take a long train ride.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was stupid. I figured they're both in Germany. Why not?
You want to go to New York, you fly to LAX, right?
Right.
Makes perfect sense.
Take a little train ride.
And just take a 3-day car journey
Yeah.
to get to the other side.
At least I'm not as dumb as Ed O'Loughlin and John O'Hagan. They went to a tournament in Norway, and they went online, and O'Loughlin found a really cheap place to stay, but it wasn't in Norway. They had to take a ferry across from Sweden or someplace every day for 45
Double
minutes to
hit.
get to the tournament.
2 and then 3 slash on the 5. Yeah. Nice response.
There's not going to be any cubes for a while here, unless something dramatic happens.
5-4 runs.
Yep. This is the old 3-4-7 holding game.
This slots the 7 and goes down to the 8, maybe? That's
13.
what I would do. What's 13 to 4? That's
Yeah.
another play?
Your play is very fine. For a player of your level to make that play is very good.
Yeah, well, it's a 4-ply. I play better than 4-ply. No, I don't. Oh, it's plus now. And then it disappeared. See, I told you, it crashed the system. Fernando made my play, of course.
Uh-huh.
5-3 doesn't get to move the back guy. That's unfortunate.
Well, all young, handsome guys play the same.
Ooh, okay.
5 point. Wait a minute.
I make the 5.
What's this? Why aren't you making the 5 point?
I don't know.
Why leave blots in? I guess you don't care about leaving blots, but you still rather have the 5 point than the 7 point.
Just
Okay.
for the
He's just
long
teasing
term.
us. He's teasing us. He just wanted to have us have something to talk about.
These cups don't. These cups hold on to the dice. You really got to shake them.
No, we need to be using baffle boxes, and I have one in my
No.
room that they can borrow.
No, you said it wrong, Phil. You've got one in your room. You can sell them.
Oh, I did say it wrong. I could rent it. I could rent them.
You can make the 1 point here. Yeah, I mean, it's terrible. You don't want to make the 1 point, but like everything else is just worse.
You can make the 2 point, which is close.
How can you make the 2? You rolled double
11.
five.
You're right. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you make the 1 point.
Yeah. I
At
mean,
least
it's
you're making
terrible,
points.
but what else are you going to do? And you can see he's just like seeing, hey, does this look better than this, right? Because he knows
Yeah.
he doesn't want to make the
Yeah.
1,
This
but
is
it
where
looks better.
this is where you apply Matt Congeyer and David's approach. It just looks too ugly to do it that way. And there really is something to playing that way. There are people who play more visually, There are people who play more mathematically. The very best players use both.
What was this? Just play to the 5?
Yep.
Okay. Wow, that guy's kind of like just getting stuck back there for some reason. We're not sure why. 6-5, okay.
You said stuck. Let me make sure.
Come down and hit, I would.
Yeah, when you're way behind in the race, getting hit again doesn't hurt that much.
I mean, you've already got like, 6 guys back, 4 of them are in your home board. You're not so worried about getting hit because you own just as many points in his board as he does.
Oh my God, you're supposed to play 6-1 here. I
What?
hate that.
I could never do it.
I hate it.
6-1.
I hate it. I'd rather leave a shot.
Okay, no. So I
And
can see why.
Yeah, I can see why, but I don't like it. You talk about ugly.
But okay, so white has the pure structure. There's the probability that he could just get stuck back there.
I like the play he made. Oh,
Victor can find this play for sure. Because
he's Victor.
well, yeah. I mean, when you're good like Victor's good, you're able to make the ugly play.
I don't use the word good with Victor. He's great. I made the big mistake.
Yeah, but I'm not Tony the Tiger.
Yeah. I made the big mistake of playing in Pasco Gammon for 4 hours in the park in New York, and I found out just how good he was.
I would just make the next point in the line.
And you're right. 4 point. You don't care about getting hit. Why not keep it pure and make the right
No,
point?
it's just pure for the future,
Yeah,
right? We
right.
don't want gaps. Yeah.
Right.
We just assume we're just gonna do what we need to do to win in the future, right? Because our
Right.
game plan isn't like necessarily win right now, even though we might. Our game plan is to play for the game that we're in. We just have
Nice play. That's the play. By far, it would be a blunder to make the 3 point. It's just structurally not pretty. He's forced to hit. He really wasn't wild about hitting here, but what else are you going to do? And then you have to make the 9 point. No? I thought you had to make the 9 point. Ooh. I would have left lots and made the 9 point.
oh, the fan. Double ones, nice shake.
I like this. I like it. You only get hit with 4s, which are duplicated.
Yeah, but his structure's so pure, it's just too costly to even give that.
You're absolutely right. I would have made the other play, though. And I would have been hit. No, I
No,
wouldn't.
you would no. He would have
I
had
would
to
have
have
blocked
broken
him.
the 8.
I would have
He would have
blocked
had to
him.
have broken one of the points.
Yeah, that play would have worked beautifully.
6-5. That's a runner. Nice shot.
How easy is this to bring home? Not very.
1-2. Picking. Well, oh no, it's this pass. Okay.
Why aren't you
Maybe
slotting
you
the
slot
bar?
the 7,
Yeah,
yeah.
you should. We both got it right. You should slot the 7.
Yeah, you just want all your ducks in a row. You want to get rid of the gaps and start to build the 6 prime. This is a bit too fast, actually. I mean, it's good to be able to clear this, but like
There's an argument for clearing the 8 point because
no.
you can leave triple shots from the 8 point. That's a hell of an argument.
Yeah. Okay.
It's wrong, but I really would have thought about it.
I mean, a lot of numbers are going to leave a shot. This was way too fast. You've got nothing on the 6. This is not. I mean, okay, he's doing good,
See,
but you
this
can
is,
see he only wins 52% of the time here,
but
right?
see, I like this play, even though it's wrong. I see the merit of this play.
The reason
you're
why
never
he's,
leaving. You're not going to leave a triple shot.
The reason why he's plus 400 in overall equity is because of the gammons he wins when he doesn't get hit here.
Yeah.
But it's like a 50-50 game. This was just way too fast.
Yeah, this is a bad roll that helped the timing quite a bit for Fernando.
Yeah. So now he gets to.
And when I roll this, my opponent says, "Boy, you roll another double. Are you lucky?" And I hated the roll.
So Fernando's hoping to roll something small, so he gets to keep all 3 points, I think. This was a bit too big. It sounds like they're calling my name.
Are you double parked?
No, I don't have a car in this country.
How much would it cost to bring your car to Monaco and
Oh,
park it
double
here?
six.
Oh my God!
So this is 3 in, but there's a double shot because there's no guy on
yeah,
the 6.
you know something? I'll take it if I were Victor. I'll take it. Doesn't it the double shot? You're home free.
Oh, he
double
misses.
Is it too good or is it double pass?
Oh, it's a monster too good.
Monster too good.
Monster too good.
I would be happy with that double six because it was a
Monster
slow
too
death
good.
the other way. At least you have a fast death or a big win.
I mean, the only thing that doesn't get by, right?
Double what? Double two, double
twos,
three.
2, 3, double threes, right? And you're doing fine.
The first double six was horrible, and the second one was great.
Oh,
Second one was great. You're welcome
Big
to
one.
use this if you wanna. He hasn't learned how to do it yet.
I don't know what I would draw, Mark. Smiley faces.
Victor just rolled a double six to lose his timing, and then a double six to get by him and not get hit. So one was terrible, one was great. It turns out.
Yeah, and that was a 300 too good, I think.
Now he's
There's
too
a
good to
spot,
double
yeah.
by a lot.
No, Victor did. By
No.
300, yeah, Victor did here in this spot.
Cashed a very big too good to double. Now's a good time to teach him how to use this if you want to.
No, Mark can
Have
use
a break.
it.
You're going to stick around.
I
Oh,
can't do 2 things at the same time.
you can
So
take my
talk.
spot for a while if you want.
No, but that would involve my hand.
I'll take a little break.
You scoot over there. I'll. No, actually, you know what? I should do this because.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah.
What are they saying in the chat?
Okay, so what do we got? Maybe we could use this opportunity to do a little aim. What do you call this? AMA. Ask me anything.
Oh,
Because
you're
we
going to do
got-
an AMA right now, huh?
We could might as well use this little break here, 5-minute break.
Okay,
because
Mark, I'm going to ask you all the hard questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, okay, chat, light them up. Let's go.
So what?
And I'll read the questions out loud. And
Okay, but we need to get Tara to switch the camera here. That would be better. Hey, there we go. Ah, you're looking good, man.
I'm in incognito.
Yeah. I need to get myself a pair of sunglasses.
This light is
Some Ray-Bans.
strong.
Yeah, we can might as well do some a little AMA here. Ask me anything, because there's been so much going on Facebook. I don't know
There's
if you
been
noticed.
if I noticed. Me?
The thing is, Backgammon Galaxy just released the new version of Backgammon Galaxy, and of course
I've been playing on it since it came out. I played the coin games last night. I got back from here. I'm in my room. I played the coin games. I went from 300,000 to like 800,000 coins.
Really? Okay,
Yes.
that's pretty good.
I was a crusher. And I tried to take them to the bank, and they said, Justin, these are fictitious coins. They're not worth much, but I'm on the list now. I'm in the top 10.
Oh wow, nice.
Yes,
Nice.
yes,
I
yes,
used to be,
of
but then I
course.
spent it all on the board. No, I just want to take this opportunity to kind of explain to the viewers what's going on. We've had a lot of questions on Facebook, and some users are, well, justifiably surprised and maybe a little bit angry even. because
Shocked
they-
is the word, Mark.
shocked,
Shocked.
and-
They woke up one day and V1 was gone. And I'm
Yes.
getting emails from people, messages on Facebook and Messenger. You're there with Mark. What's happening? What's going on? I
Yes.
can't believe they did this. This is a travesty.
Yes,
And I
think-
understand the sentiment because it felt like a surprise a little bit to them. It was
well,
just a shock.
yes, I
There
think-
was no warning for them. They went to log on to play and it was kind of gone.
Yes, you know, maybe I think we actually did communicate it throughout a lengthy period of time, but not like at a specific date.
Yeah,
and,
there was no date in
and
mind.
most people don't necessarily follow exactly what everybody says on a YouTube video
course.
or a Facebook post or anything. So it might have come as a big surprise. Oh, that was not good. I don't
You
know
never
what I just
press
did.
buttons on
Here we
tear
go.
stuff.
Yeah, but basically, what we've been running with 2 versions of Backgammon Galaxy for 1 year, and that's not good. Obviously, that's confusing and not great. The idea with Backgammon Galaxy is that we had to evolve the app into not just a web application but also a mobile application. And now we've succeeded. We have a version that is both. It's a unified server for the first time ever. We have a Backgammon app where you can play from both mobile and web. You have your analyzed matches. You can even go as high as XG Plus. In a couple of weeks, we're going to release the Star Plus membership. So you got XG Plus analysis on all moves. And you can even, then you go to bed and you review your matches on your phone with the analysis mode. We've got so many new features coming on the new version, but of course, people like the old version, you know. So it's only normal.
People were used to it. I mean,
they were used to it, and that's
it worked flawlessly, functioned great. I mean, I loved it.
It was
Everyone
simple. It
grew
was-
up with it, you know.
Yes, that's right.
It's like, okay, there's this new thing, but I love this old thing.
Yes,
A little nostalgia. Everyone loves the old thing.
and I get it, and I respect it. And so here's the things we're gonna do. First off, the old version is not dead; it's just temporarily taken down. The reason it's taken down is that we had to deploy the new version on the BackgammonGalaxy.com domain. It's
Play.backgammongalaxy.com,
well,
right?
that's actually the play directory of the website. But
Okay.
now when you go to BackgammonGalaxy.com, you just see the landing page.
Yes, I saw that.
And that's quite nice. We can put informations there. We can put news there. We can put an FAQ. We have you can navigate there to your
Is the
mobile
link to the
app.
shop still there?
It really links to the shop.
There you go.
Right? And we've got a new blog coming up, right? So instead of just being a play app, it's actually a unified platform for backgammon. You click and then you go to play in the app. The old version is now going to be redeployed at some point in the near future. It takes a little while,
Okay.
you know, because it's actually hard work to change all this directory URLs to something new, and we got to figure out what name we're going to call it.
Okay.
We do own a couple of different domains. We got a domain called moneygammon.com.
I'm not a fan of that one.
We've got monkeygammon.com.
Monkey Gammon?
Or it could be
That's,
like
that's how my opponents play. No, I'm kidding.
we got to figure that out, you know. And what we're trying to do is we're gonna take the tournament coins from the old version that was actually real,
The real money
convertible
coins,
from
yeah.
Mind Skills, and try to elevate it somehow. We want to do money game functionality.
Oh, so that's why you might want to call it Money Gammon. It'll be like to host tournaments,
To
real
host-
money.
Yes, and actually do something out of it, you know. Actually create some action there. Because that's what version 1 was built for. It was built back in the day, or 4 years ago, when we thought Backgammon Galaxy was going to be a money game site.
Okay.
But then along the way, we realized social gaming is 100x compared to money gaming.
I was talking with Mochi this morning at the pool here in the hotel, and I was thinking that like what might, because the experience feels a little different, right? So you can chat to people obviously in V1, and you have your friends, people follow, but the following list that was on the original Galaxy didn't really do anything.
It never worked. Yeah.
It didn't. But what I was thinking is that like, if you could follow your favorite players in the app, and you could have a friends list, and you could challenge your friends from that list,
That's
because
Yeah.
what I miss is like logging on and seeing that Ryan Rebello's in a match and going, oh, I'm gonna play Ryan next.
But you will see that.
I
because
will see the match, but-
no, because the new web lobby is sorted by stake or rating. So Ryan
Yes,
Rebello
but
is going to
I
be
can't
in the top.
click on Ryan and say let me send a request to Ryan.
That's true. That's
I have
true.
to find him and message him a code. But if I could go message in the app on a friends list and go send request,
I totally
I would
agree.
be
Yeah.
I would be sold.
That is.
I mean, I'm already sold. I love you guys, but like I think that would be
It's a killer feature.
Next level.
And we're building it basically. It's just we
Okay,
just didn't
good.
get around to it yet.
But everything comes out in time, right? It's just
Yes.
there'll be a next version and another update. Okay, good.
Let's see. So if any of you have questions, you know, I'm here, and you could ask them.
Yeah, the question is, why did you do this to me? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Are there any questions?
I don't know.
I
Maybe
could have asked you anything.
maybe I think I'm not scrolling in the right way here. It's like this little annoying
Oh no,
scroll thing.
it's that sidebar bit.
Yeah, this little annoying thing. How can I?
Oh yeah, you're click off of this just on here. It'll disappear. And there's it. Okay, so we're at the bottom now.
Oh yeah, okay. There was a lot of
Okay. Something about the login.
yes. Oh yeah, the login is not that great anymore. Jonas Modell asked why no long matches. Well, because then it's gonna take longer to find an opponent. You know, the more people we have, the more we can include longer matches. It's as simple as that. We don't want our users to wait 2 minutes or 5 minutes for a match. So that's the reason why we narrowed in the most popular match lengths.
Yeah. My only fear with that is that, like, obviously, a lot of people that host like private tournaments
But you're gonna use play a friend mode.
with longer matches,
Uh-huh.
like longer than 7 pointers, they have to go play someplace else, and I don't like. I
they
don't know.
won't. No, they won't because they can use play a friend mode. You can play up to 25 points there.
In the play a friend mode, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, you can play 25, and it's easier because you don't have to find your opponent in a jumping lobby. You just send the 4-digit code directly, and the match starts.
Oh, I didn't know you could still play longer matches in the find a friend mode. Well, now everyone else does too.
It's the perfect feature.
Oh,
for that.
look at this roll.
Oh my God.
It covers and it makes the next point in line.
So what's going on here? We've got Bracconi, one of the very best Italian players, playing against Victor, one of the very best players in the world, basically. And Victor is trailing 3-6.
Double.
Victor is probably gonna cube this one. Actually, yes.
Yeah.
He will. No matter how the 5 is played.
I don't know about taking this. Doesn't seem fun to me.
Yeah, we get to see the equities here from 4-ply, and apparently Bracconi is gonna have a tough decision.
Okay, yeah, I can see on the right it says that it. I mean, that's at 4-ply. I don't know if you plus that if it's gonna turn into something nice, but
Usually you actually want to keep the blood on the 14 point here because of Bracconi's stripped midpoint. Oh, sorry, Victor's stripped midpoint. But there seems to be some tactics going on here with the duplication of the force. That somehow 14 to 9 is a little bit better because the fours are just so heavily duplicated.
When I'm thinking about plays like this,
You can do it like this. You can just show it to the user. You got a 4 here. You got a 4 here. So lots of fours are duplicated.
yeah, and you got a 4 to hit on the 9 as well. But in this spot, when I'm looking at this, I'm just thinking, okay, what play can I make so I can take this cube? You should know the cube is coming.
Yeah.
And you should be thinking to yourself, like, what play can I make
To keep the cube at bay. Sometimes actually the tempo hit makes sense because it limits the blitzing opportunity for.
But here it just gives you another blot while the guy has you outboarded. So
it's not that
just
terrible.
gives him better numbers, I think.
But the idea was he's looking at the idea. Yeah, that's a good play by
Well, it's
Fernando.
the best play, yeah.
Good play by Fernando.
He gets the cube.
the
I think
cube.
Victor should have waited 3 more seconds to give it to him. That way he was like, maybe I don't know if it's good enough, you know? And then just press. Oh, when the blue arrow pops up and you press it, I think
know.
it gets.
I'm just trying to see what the previous comments were here.
I can see that it's a take, but I would pass.
It's I mean,
I can see that it's a 2% take, and I want you to know if I saw it and it said take, I would still pass.
Okay. The match score matters a little bit here. You know, it's not exactly the same as for money. Fernando is leading 3 points here. But Victor has 3 men back. Fernando has 1 man back. Okay, he gives it up.
Oh, I thought he was putting it on his side. It looked like a balk pitch in baseball, you know? You know baseball?
No.
No, I know.
I mean, I know baseball.
Well,
but
we
I
know
don't-
baseball.
I don't know.
But I don't know
What I
baseball.
do is I say I have to take this cube and put it here.
Yeah.
Drop it.
Okay, 2-1. Let's see if he slots.
still
leading
slot.
2 point. Yeah, me too.
Even leading, I don't.
But it's close.
Isn't it right at like almost every score to slot?
Apparently, it was slightly wrong here.
Really?
Rating was 4 millipoints better. Yeah,
At 4-ply.
surprisingly. So. There was a book.
It was the book
opening
play at the score. At a 17-point match, he was in the book.
11 away, 13 away. You know, it's surprisingly enough. Maybe you don't want to. Yeah, I don't know.
I want to know the name of the person who rolled it out at 11 away, 13 away. Please. Please tell me.
Was it Neil Casares who did these opening book rolls?
Yeah, but a lot of them were for money and at like obviously shorter scores. But
yeah,
for
but
this length.
I guess they put in the output and run it through a match equity table, the match equity functions.
Ooh.
Deuce makes the 9, good, and then you got 1 left. Oh yeah, good play. No other deuce.
Ooh,
Wow, that
just in
worked out
time.
well, huh?
Just in time.
Blocking that 9 point.
And you got to make the 1 again. The 1 has been like forced to be made in many games so far in this match.
Also in our match, Justin, earlier in the doubles, you made a great play with double 5s where you made the ace point, and I kind of I don't like that play, Justin, but it turns out you were right.
Yeah, it looked right.
Yeah.
It just felt it, but it didn't stop the outcome,
No,
which was
which was 7-0.
Which was
So-
us just spent on the roof most of the time, just
Yeah.
waiting to enter, you know?
We're talking about a second round match in the doubles tournament. We just played it. Oh,
Okay, this
wow.
plays much better for black,
Yes. I mean, he does.
You can make the one again, actually, and put pressure on the guy.
Yeah, exactly. Put pressure on the
Yeah.
guy. You know, he played a little bit too fast there, Victor. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not
What's
terrible
funny is
play.
that, like, if Fernando happened to roll double six, he couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
He would still be stuck on the 10.
It's blocking double sixes. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's a good point, actually. Now Victor,
Oh,
wow.
I thought it was the other guy that rolled it. I go, oh no.
That's a market.
That would have
loser.
been hilarious.
That is a market loser.
And now we take our time, we think about it, we wonder, we ponder, we make sure we are where we think we are in the race, and then we give the cube.
Yeah. Yeah, he quickly passes it. It's only 11 pips, and that's actually not that far from the borderline here. The thing is that with such a good 5', contact actually favors Victor a little bit, not the holding game player. But it's not by much, you know. It's pretty close. So we did. It wasn't a big pass.
No, it was only a
11 pips.
5%er.
Yeah, small.
I saw a position similar earlier today,
Uh-huh.
but it was behind a 4', and you know, you would just kind of at first look at your point of last take in a straight race, and then you kind of look
Yeah.
at the contact and see like who it's favoring.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, 6'5", what a shot.
It's just so annoying every time your enemy does this to you, right? You're building the 5 point, you're starting your prime.
You're
and
thinking
then
you're
he
doing
just,
good.
Boom, leaps out of there.
You think you're doing good, right?
Exactly.
Then all of a sudden, the wind just gets sucked out of the room.
Yeah. It's just the worst feeling.
It's like getting punched in the gut.
Okay, nah, is that? Yeah, okay, yeah.
You
It's
hate it.
just-
You want something more dynamic,
Yeah, yeah.
but you're up 14.
You're up 14, you're right. So safety matters. And your opponent has an advanced anchor, which again means you should play more for racing than priming, and it just makes sense to play
You
safe.
come up.
That's another little micro decision based on the race. Victor is leading the race, therefore he should come up. That's an easy hit. Hitting loose from 13-3.
Ooh.
Easy play.
Ooh, I don't know. Okay, so they're all close, because my first thought was to make the 2, and come to find out that there's another play that's even better than ours.
That surprises me. The making the 2 points, I mean, I could see that be right. you
Yeah.
know. My instinct was just a hit here, you know, like you do in the second roll.
Yeah, 5-2 split, 6-4.
But making the 2 point, I thought was a contender. But the other one, okay, they're all rather close. Hitting loose is actually surprising me. Okay, so why is this? Is the race sufficiently close that you don't want to get hit? Is that why? Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
Okay. Oh, okay. Interestingly enough, Victor could have played 13-9 there.
6-4.
Yeah, we're not really
I
happy
hate
about it.
6-4. It doesn't feel pretty, but
No,
it looks necessary.
I guess it's nice to have this this guy down here,
Yeah. The defender, the goalie,
the goalie.
increases the contact zone.
That's a pretty good move by Victor here. He realizes that there's a big gain to be won if he can
Ooh,
get
double
full
threes.
freedom, but he doesn't. He just get destroyed. Joker roll by
And-
Bracconi.
Don't give him any jokers in return. Just bring the guy down and then give him the thing.
We've got a question about the mind skills coins. The mind skills coins are
A6
still.
in and out. What about now?
Okay, sorry, guys.
What's the race? You're up 10
I'll
pips.
answer
You've
you.
got a shot. Oh, why didn't he?
Yeah, he missed a cube there.
He's up in the race.
He's
That's
up
the
in the
point,
race,
right?
yes. So he's got the market losers here. Now he's going to lose his market. If Victor dances, he loses his market.
2-6.
Okay, 2-6. That's not
He's
a
in the same spot.
He's in
the race is even better.
Exact same spot, but he has less ammunition in the outfield. But it's basically the same spot.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but it's fun. I mean, now he's thinking about it.
Huh?
So what?
I know, but
changed?
it was the same before.
Yes. Except for he just gained some pips.
The thing is, in those spots when you're looking at it, you need something to fall back on if you don't hit, and that's why
Uh-huh.
you check the race, right? You're like, oh, I'm up in the race.
Notice-
I have the threat of the hit.
Exactly. He's got 2 out of 3 here. He's got race and he's got blitz attack.
But now he's got a second chance.
He's got a second chance, and notice that he can hit from the back door as well with double 5s and 4 6s.
Yes.
4 6.
Yeah,
sorry.
4 6, double 5s.
And double 1. So that's a total of 15 rolls. That's a lot of rolls.
So it's a lot of numbers.
That's a lot of rolls with this front position here. I think he's gonna figure this out, and he might
double
even,
2s would be devastating, though. Come on, you get to make the deuce as well.
double deuces. Yeah, that would kill. Or double 5s would also be a killer.
Yeah.
But any hit really is really, really powerful. I think Bracconi, if he...
You need checklists in these spots, though, I think, in order to make the decisions
I mean, you got 2 out of 3 points, right?
Easier.
You've got the race advantage, and you got the blitz attacking advantage.
Yes, but you have to know that's
enough.
like what you're looking for, right? It's like I have this threat, but is the threat enough?
Well, yeah, you got to be able to identify a market-losing threat. I'm surprised Bracconi doesn't double here, I must say.
He didn't double again?
He didn't double.
I looked away.
You know, this time he actually thought about it, and I don't think it's that difficult to figure out.
So this
you
is
know?
interesting. I think you can come off the 18. Is that a thing?
He's up in the race.
And
so
stretch?
It's kind of annoying to...
Because you're gonna get squeezed off the 18 being
Yes.
up so much in the race.
There's actually just one move here. That's not... He's about to make a blunder. He's about to make a blunder. Yes, that's a problem. Now he's getting stuck on the bar point. He can get in trouble here getting those checkers home. So a little bit of an unfortunate sequence from Bracconi, missing 2 cubes and making a checker play blunder.
Yeah.
His PR just went way up. Maybe this is a good time just quickly answer the questions about the tournament, Mind Skills tournament coins on the old version. They are still there, don't worry. It's just that the site has been temporarily shut down until we can redeploy it under a new domain name, which will probably take, realistically speaking, it's probably going to take a couple of months. But maybe we're lucky and it's less than that, you know?
Will there still be...
It's going to be exactly the same accounts, same passwords, same ratings, same tournament coins.
Will
same
you...
everything.
Okay. Will it be strictly for money play, or will there be fun play as well?
We haven't really decided that. For most likely, there's still going to be some fun play.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I think all of the fun play
If
action
you reopen it under a subscription model and add like maybe the Blunder database to that, I think maybe it could be sustainable for people that want to play the free games, and then people could gamble on it if they want it as well. I mean, I know maybe you don't. I don't know.
Or we might do it the other way around, that we remove the analysis component.
Hold on.
You could even argue that the analysis component is a action killer. So maybe we just remove analysis completely.
But then how does the ratings work then?
Just win-loss based. I mean, we haven't decided the exact features yet.
I was looking at the double falcon for a second. So instead of like coming off the anchor and turning the corner versus the double falcon, what are you considering when you're trying to decide between the two? Because I noticed when you notice these ideas, right? It's like, what makes you choose one versus the other? Because that's tough.
We had a funny one with me and Sander doing commentary on Snellings versus Ashkenazi a couple of days ago, and Snellings had a similar decision to this. It makes it a lot easier, or a lot more attractive to make the double falcon play if Victor's midpoint was stripped.
Exactly.
Here he has spare checkers, so here it's not as natural.
So that's a reason to turn the corner.
Yes,
because,
exactly. If you don't have stripped, another reason could be that that's easy cash. Another reason could be that if you come around the corner with one checker, you might be giving good sixes to your enemy. And in some positions, if you do the double falcon and he doesn't have any other good sixes, you might give your opponent awkward sixes with the double falcon. So it gets a little bit tactical.
Yeah.
And of course, also just shot numbers. You know, how many shot numbers are there on either play?
Ooh, boxes.
Yeah.
I hate it when I get it on the third roll after I split. Drives me mild. Not wild. It drives me mild, by the way. Not wild, but mild. I'm not really that angry.
Yeah.
I'm fine, but...
Reese, that's...
Okay.
we gotta keep going, right?
I
with
think
the
you
rear
come out and down,
checkers?
yeah?
Yeah, this one and that. Yeah, I think that's a good play. Just, you've got this big racing lead. Consolidating the racing lead. Very nice.
3-1, okay. What's the count? We're up 27? I think I give him the thing.
Well,
is making the 5-point or 4-point
look,
a market loss?
I think the problem here is it's difficult to lose your market because you don't have full freedom yet. You need to get those 2 checkers on the 15 point. Just get them to the 13 point, and then you can double.
It's close.
Then you can double. Now you might be able to double next
Close.
time because of the structure.
You make the 4 though. Look at the distribution. Come on.
It's close.
There
Usually,
you go.
Usually structure beats distribution, but here's very close.
Sometimes.
Here's very close.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, structure is more for priming. This is actually more of a racing game for Ashkenazi. I think that's why distribution matters a little bit more. And when you're facing an anchor, the worst gap and you
Is
can
the
have
one
is
right in front of it.
Exactly. It's the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
right in front of the anchor.
The
That's the worst.
phantom points end up being a son of a gun.
And look at this. Oh, by the way, didn't he just miss a cube here?
Well, yeah, it was almost a cube before.
I think he missed a cube.
That's why I was wondering.
Yeah,
you know?
Victor's PR just went up. He missed a cube. And there it is. I
Well,
mean,
he's not going to miss this one.
I mean, this is not easy, you know, for Fernando to make this decision. He's going to count the race. If he counts the race and realizes he's only down 17 with a little bit of contact from the 15 point, I think he's gonna realize it's a take.
But he passes.
He passed it. There was some blunder potential there.
Yeah, Mochi and I, we have a talk about these 3-point holding games a few weeks ago in London. There was
And what did you come up with?
a lot of them are takes.
Yeah.
3-point, you could take a lot of these
can
if you're
take a lot
within
of
like
these.
double 5s or double 6s of,
Yes.
you know, you can take a lot of these positions.
Uh-huh.
But be on the 2-point, and they're like all passes like that, you know.
Yes, the 2 point. You basically need 2 gaps in the structure if you want to take from the 2 point. Now it's Fernando's turn.
Okay, so I make the 7, I make the 5, and I come out maybe.
I think we need to make the anchor, right? Oh, there's this play.
Oh, you don't have to come out at all.
You can play a priming battle. You just
nice.
invite your enemy into a priming battle.
Mark, we both blundered on stream.
Wow.
I like it.
Yes.
I didn't consider it
No.
at first. I considered the strength of the 7, but I didn't see that you could just squeeze the guy. Yeah.
Yes. I didn't either.
Get the anaconda going.
I had my instinct was just to get out here as soon as possible, get some freedom with the back.
I know you guys can't see it right now, but I have Mark in an anaconda right now. Actually, we're
Anaconda choke.
Yeah, we are. We are UFCing. Oh no.
I mean,
He gave him a shot, and he's got him outboarded though.
I think a lot
That's the
of
problem,
people,
yeah?
There was something tricky about it, you know, it tricked our brains, you know.
Yeah,
Both
yeah.
of us didn't see it. Fernando didn't see it.
The thing is, though, when we're talking here, I kind of want to be the first guy to say the play, you know. So I want to say something, but you have to be more contemplative over the board, yeah.
But when we saw the best move, it kind of makes sense.
It looked good.
You just invite your enemy into a priming battle.
It
You know,
looked
you're
good.
Winning. Look at all these gaps that Victor has, right? And
Yeah.
he couldn't play a priming game very well.
Chapter 1 in Backgammon Masterclass,
That's right.
right?
Yes. Oh, wait. Is that the best play? Oh, nice. Good play. Yeah, my instinct was to hit off the...
You got to come out now.
But he made the best play, you know, because he's outboarded. It's a 2-point board versus 3-point board. So he needs to proceed with a little bit of caution. He's up in the race, or the race is close, so he needs to protect the race. So good play by Fernando. Okay, what do we have here? We definitely have the threats.
Threats are there.
We have a priming advantage.
You're not
but
winning the race.
You're not winning the race. It's now that we see the computer now, it's just enough to double here. You have
So
a priming advantage.
the fact
and
that
you have a blitzing advantage. I
Black
think that's it.
structure is so impure also, I think, leads more towards
Oh, wow.
the cube because, right, like if you get hit on some blitzing attack and it doesn't work, you don't get stuck.
Yes.
Whereas if he had the 5 and the 4 made, it would have been a big no double.
And now he lost his market by a mile.
Well, if he
it-
fans, he's
it's-
playing on.
He's playing on for sure. Wow. is that-
Here,
it's 4-6,
no, this
that's
is a
4-5.
cube, yeah.
Yeah, it's and it's okay. 4 pips. Is this a take? 4 pips. 4 pips. I think it's a take with just 4 pips. And notice that Fernando has 3 spots to attack from, not 4. So I think this is a take. Oh, it's very close. It's a small take. The race is sufficiently close here.
I like he's taking his time.
Yes.
Should I cube? I'm not sure.
But the decision. Oh, that's a quick pass.
Well, he made his decision. He took his time thinking about the cube, so I think Victor was thinking about it on his opponent's time there, yeah?
I'm a little bit surprised that he passed it so fast. Because if he knew that the pip count differential was only 4 pips.
Maybe. I think Victor tries to avoid. You can hit outside though.
Yeah.
I think Victor might in spots where he thinks the decision is close. Might. I think you should slot here.
Wait,
by the way.
you have a 4 duplication. Yeah, you can slot. That was a beautiful
Yeah.
time to slot. You know, you already have
Yes.
3 men back.
I think he might favor the pass in this situation a lot of the times. And here we just make the 7. Yeah,
I
slot the
favored
5
I
as well.
favored the take with that 1 man back. Just 4 pips behind. Only 3 attacking positions.
I
from
know
the
technically it is, but I don't think Victor thinks about PR in the same way we do. You know, I think he's really just trying to maximize his actual chances of winning the match and getting to the final score.
Yeah, but is it good to pass that cube in that instance? I mean, it's not that it's that difficult for Fernando to play the checkers actually. So it's not. None of the players are going to outplay each other in that position. It's rather simple for both sides.
Which is why I
So
think
maybe
it
that's
might
why
favor the
Victor-
pass
yeah.
because then the numbers will play themselves and you just want to see more games, right?
And Victor is probably feeling like a pretty strong favorite, but I mean, Fernando is a grandmaster, right?
Yes, of course.
He's no pushover by any means. This is a rather close matchup. Of course, if we had to pick and we have to go down to the bookmaker, Morten Holmes, and look at the line on this match, Victor will be the favorite, of course. No doubt about it. So
But
maybe it's
this
not
year,
that bad.
I want you to know Victor's winning percentage this year in all the tournaments he's played. I think he's like a 76% winning percentage. He said, yeah.
Yeah, and here he's in the
Yeah.
final 8 players in the
So-
undefeated bracket.
In Victor I trust.
Yeah. That's a 5-6.
This is a double hit, and then on the deuce
where
as
else?
well.
Where else are you gonna play the 6 if you don't double hit?
13-7, but
13-7 is a double shot.
I think my first instinct was to hit on the deuce as well. I mean, I get hit so much here anyway, but
Yeah, hitting on the deuce is just a
it favors the
rather weak play, right?
Of course,
This is actually a pretty good play to just slot the 7.
it has a better future because
Yeah.
you get to make the structure in front of the anchor, which is what you want. This is
But
this is more tactical instead of long term.
But this is only
12 numbers.
13 shots if you count double force.
Okay, yeah, I see double force now. Yeah.
Can hit as well, you know. But that's a lot less than the other play.
Yeah,
Then there's
very close.
Then there's
though.
this play. This is just too much. Here there's too many
Yeah.
shots. I think I would just go for this play as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Minimizing the number of good rolls for your enemy.
But then they roll the 2, and you feel like
Yeah. And it would have worked out with 3-2,
yeah, what
starting the bar point.
you would have been missed, and then you could have made it, and then you
Okay,
would have won
so
the game, and then the whole
I
match, and then
think
you
you-
would have been world champion, Mark.
That's a good play, Braconi. We got a good comment from Neil Williams. Neil Williams says, Top G took over Phil's job.
The top G.
I'll take it.
Mark, I think we need
I'll
to send
take
you to
that one.
Romanian prison. I'm joking. We got a little dusky here, a little cube,
Oh,
huh?
wow. That's a cool cube. It's one of those cubes where it's much easier to be on the cubing side. Me and Phil talked about this. You identify the big threat, so you just double. And taking is much harder,
Yes.
It's a much harder decision here.
I know what I'm supposed to do here, and we leave it up to the other guy
Yeah.
because he's in a tough spot.
Again, the match score plays a little role here. This is a much more comfortable take for money than it is at this match score. It's actually very close.
So step 1 for me here, right? Okay, I'm on the roof. Okay, how many checkers do they have in the zone, right? I count the checkers,
Yes.
right? 8 checkers I know for sure I can take. 9 checkers is usually a take. I look at the other side of the board. I see he has 4 guys back.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
It's like,
I
how can
get
you ever
myself
pass it, right?
I get myself to that spot, and then I see that it's only a 0-2-8, and then
Yeah,
okay,
it's-
I've got an extra liability in the outfield as
Uh-huh.
well, but
Victor has 163 pips to go, and yet it was
And the-
just a borderline take.
yes,
Such a long game,
this
I would have taken it too, but and slightly surprised that it's such a small.
I
but
would have
it goes
taken it faster and been surprised how close it was to a pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would have been like, what? Really?
Yeah. No, I get it. You know, it's not like I'm that surprised now that I see it because
980 though.
The priming threat is very. And look at this market losing sequence he gets. Right, the priming threat is just tremendous.
And
And
comes
Proconi
out.
is totally underdeveloped. He's at level 0
got
in terms
nothing.
of development.
Yeah. But I use like the double threes reference, you know,
Yeah.
and all
Yeah,
these
yeah.
other sorts of things, and just look at it.
And you could have used Mark's rule as well, even though Mark's rule only applies at a neutral score.
Who's Mark?
Well, Mark's rule. Well,
Wait, is it you? Is this your rule, Mark?
Top G's rule says.
Top G's rules to live by.
Top G says.
Wait, turn on the webcam. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Continue, Mark.
Early cubes are always takes.
Okay.
Early cubes are always takes. But of course, when the match score comes
Unless
in,
it's not. It's like all prime versus primes are takes,
no, that-
unless
I don't like
you
that
lose
one.
too many gammons.
that one is not so good because there are plenty of priming positions that are passes. But all early cubes are takes, except if you have 2 men on the bar. Then you could have a pass.
Yeah.
You know? Then sometimes you pass. You know, without 2 men on the bar, early cubes. This one was a rather early cube, right? We have so many men back. Victor had 8 men in the zone.
Just make the 18, I think.
Yeah, you know, Victor wanted
Or maybe
to
you don't want to get stuck on the.
He wanted to do something here, but he can't.
Yeah.
He can't do anything. He can just do this.
Yeah.
I mean, so boring, right?
I mean, you hope to roll like 6-1 in that spot, or 6-5, or something to double ones,
5-1 at least.
double
or
five for
even
the
like a-
double switch.
even like a 3-2 where you can just hit loose on the deuce point, something, you know.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, Proconi had his chance there, anchoring up, but he
He needs an ace.
Now
No
the
ace.
best he could do.
Now he needs to hit loose.
Victor prefers to hit loose here. He doesn't even need a 6 prime. He would just hit loose. He's gonna go for the closeout.
Just imagine playing a guy who has Victor in his name and trying to prove his name wrong.
2-1. Okay.
Standard play? No, I'm kidding. Kidding.
Okay, Shania Page says Mark Olsen is looking like an escaped prisoner.
With the striped shirt on.
What the?
Oh, he anchored.
That's this I've had all day.
Oh, he wins games now. He wins games and saves quite a bit of
We got the
gammon.
ace point game. I mean, he's still totally underdeveloped, right? But at
Yes.
least he has a chance, you know.
But he can't be closed out now. This is ideal. I was watching a match at DMP that Zinnik Zisko was playing earlier today against Jason Pack, and he was holding an ace point game that could never be timed. And then he just left blots around the board, right?
Jason did.
No, Zinnik Ziska.
Ziska did.
And then Jason just started hitting him. Then all of a sudden, he had timing for the ace point game. Got a shot, hit him, and gave him a hell of a run for his money in the end of that game. It was a good one. It was a nice idea that he came up with there.
Yes, yeah. I mean, double match point, you don't care about losing a gammon
No,
or
of course.
backgammon.
And I just thought, why are you hitting him? Just let him roll and crunch his position. Ooh, 3-1. Yeah, we pre-clear this while he's on the bar.
Yes, you don't need the 6 prime.
At a certain point, the question is who's holding who? You know, you don't want to bring everybody else in, have them enter, then roll the silly 6-5 and leave a shot and have them roll boxes. I get flashbacks like I was in Vietnam or something when these things happen.
Look at this. The computer wants to go for this structure. Yeah. Victor is seeing it. You don't need a spare checker here on the 6 point. Nice play,
Pre-clear it
Victor.
while he's on the roof.
Very nice play. He could actually pre-clear. I don't think it's the right thing to do. I don't think it's the right thing to do to pre-clear the 6 point.
I think you'll cut down on...
You need to get the... Yeah. You don't want to leave the fly shots and all that. This is the right idea. Good play again by Victor.
Six five.
Yeah, okay.
Nice shot.
Not bad. I mean, I think the optimal...
Yeah, according to Michi's guide.
I actually found some mistakes in Michi's book, Endgame Techniques. I was running, something didn't quite feel right to me, so I was checking in XG, and Michi is saying that the best structure to bear in against the ace point is the mountain formation, where it looks something like this.
Yeah. What are you drawing there,
and
Mark?
that-
No, I'm kidding. Sorry, go
That's
ahead.
actually not. That's not true. There are other formations that are better than the mountain formation.
Like what?
Like for instance, this one. This one is better than the mountain formation.
Okay.
It's not exactly flexible to have 5 checkers on a point, even though
Yeah.
it's on the middling point.
Oh. What's the original position?
He has to leave a shot. No, he can. He doesn't have to leave a shot. This is the resulting position. He took the 5 off, so he's
Oh
contemplating
no.
with it.
Yeah,
It's-
no, I don't like this one.
No, not against the ace point game.
Yeah.
You need to just be able to clear from the rear. This is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though we generally don't like to put checkers on the 2 point against the ace point game either, this is like ideal.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ideal for what we have. You just hope to not roll that thing here. I will not speak it into existence.
Haha.
Oh my god, I did it. I'm so sorry.
5-4 also.
Luckily, white has nothing still. And missed. Wow, wild. I would have been hit with a 4-1 there. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. You're like your opponent is like a 10-1 to miss on that spot, right?
Yeah.
You never miss.
I would ask for insurance. I would like... Oh, there's this. No, I think that's... Because you could roll 5-4 and leave a double shot again, right?
You just clear from the rear. This is the best clearing play.
Here, you can only ever leave a single shot again.
So Jason's in the chat says Mark just wanted to draw a middle finger.
Oh, yeah.
But Matt Kongaya says Mark is correct. Oh yeah, so he spotted it as well. A little bit of Michi wisdom there. I mean, still a great book. And Michi was right in this idea of like you want to like create like a wave formation where you like start clearing from the rear and then you like following like a wave
Wait, hold
dynamics.
on. Mark, let's do the wave. Are you ready? You missed that at home, huh?
Yeah, Tara wasn't quick enough.
Yeah, that's all good. I'm not doing it again, so no need to
Definitely not
switch to
doing it
us.
again.
Yeah. That was a one-time thing.
We do have a little bit of BG in this one. We do have a little bit of BG.
What does it say? 13% BGs. That's not possible, no, right? Am I misreading that? I must have saw something different.
13.9%. 13.9.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I guess it just takes one
Double six.
well-timed double for Victor.
Double
and
6, 3, 1, double 5.
Yeah, could win a 6-pointer here.
Well, he's certainly getting gammoned every time he doesn't get a shot, so white should just be playing to try and make the structure for the time he gets a shot so he can contain it.
Victor.
Oh, nice number. Keep himself even there. Ooh, should he be... Yeah, I guess to get off the BGs.
Okay, so what do we have here? 4-3.
4-3, okay.
He will stay.
We can stick
He will
around.
stick around, yeah.
This is good. I would move this one as well, yeah. Try to maximize covers to get the 6 prime. If you get a shot, 6-2, shot time.
Uh-huh.
2 off.
It's
nice.
close. It's close. It seems to be close.
I think you just get more wins if you're hit by having the extra checker off.
And I think
And if he fans, you don't get a double shot next time.
you force your enemy to stay back if he misses because of the you have 3 men back, which means that you could actually win a backgammon if you take 2 men off. Because he's not going to run if you take 2 men off.
Okay.
You force him to stay back. I didn't get to see the numbers, but I'm pretty sure you win more backgammons when you take 2 men off because of that.
Two is enough.
I think also a freak double 2 would be hilarious, by the way. He fans with double 2s, you roll like 6-5, now there's a double shot.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yes. But I guess he could also roll double 2 the other way around. And no, was it
No,
double
because he
one?
wouldn't have been
It
hit.
was double 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we take another break. Okay, let's do more Ask Me Anything questions about Backgammon Galaxy. That seems to be the big story on Facebook today. We answered the tournament coins. The tournament coins are still valid. It's still Mind Skills who has full control of them. You can still cast them out if you want, but we're gonna try to improve the old version and build it into a proper money game site with tournament action and money game action. What else we have? We've got the question: why can't we play longer matches than 7 points in the new version? Well, you can, but only in private matches. If you want to play for rating points, we limited it to 7 points. And the reason is that we simply want to have as many similar matches as possible in the waiting room. So it decreases the waiting time for each user. The more users we have, the more match lengths we can have, because then we will have so many users that you're not going to wait a long time. Another thing I want to say about version 2, that yesterday, the first day it was running, the first 24 hours, we had 25% more matches than we usually have in version 1. So yes, there are some people who complain on Facebook because they really love version 1. But I think looking at user behavior, it's been a wild success so far. And it's probably because of all these cool features that version 2 has. You know, people like the coins. It's fun to play with. They like the board colors.
Mochi plays on it. Mochi plays the money games. Mochi and I mostly play the money games on it. You know, I would like to have some control. So I had a student of mine who said he would like to have some more control over what he's able to bet, because he does buy coins on the site, and he's worried about, you know, spending like 20 Robux on coins and losing it in like 2 games. You know.
Yeah, that's right. So the stake, the algorithm to set the stake, it's a game design decision. Do we allow for users to set the stake themselves, or do we simply just choose it for them? So
I mean, how much? I had like 300,000 coins when I started yesterday, right? Now I have like 800,000, right? Because I won these games, but all of a sudden I have 300,000, but I'm playing a game for 30,000 right now, or 50,000, or something wild, and I just go, I could literally go broke right now.
You could, and I think that's the key point, because if we allowed the users to set a maximum limit, some users would play conservatively with their coins, and it might be what they. I mean, it's difficult.
It's teaching. That's teaching responsible gambling and bankroll management. But all things that I learned very early.
But we're trying to make it's not real money, right? So,
of course.
There has to be some little bit of gamification element to it. You know?
I mean, it's not real money unless you're using real money to buy the coins, though.
Fair point.
Yeah.
But how often is it actually that you go broke? It's very rare. Right?
Me? I play backgammon pretty well.
Yeah.
But your average user is a very different situation, maybe, or the average user you're trying to get, I guess.
So there's a reward for playing good. It means you're going to accumulate points. All the good players are going to accumulate points. They will never pay anything. The not so good players, well,
the majority of people,
they can still play for free as much as they want as free members. But if they go broke, which happens maybe once a week or once a month or whatever, if they don't want to wait the next 4 hours until the next free bonus is released, okay, spend a couple of dollars, you know, then you buy coins and you support Backgammon Galaxy.
So I was looking...
This idea that all of a sudden Backgammon Galaxy has become something you have to pay for. It's not true. You have free membership. You can just play as much as you want.
I haven't paid a dime.
Yeah.
I have not paid a dime.
And you're actually gonna... Did we give you the star membership already?
No, I haven't had one.
Oh, you should get. You will.
I do have a custom avatar though, which I am. When people see it when I play them, they always send me like the heart eye emoji, and then I send them the double thumbs up, you know. And I'm like, yeah, let's go, you know.
All of our legendary players will get a star membership.
That's great.
Hereby, yeah. And currently, the star membership gives you 4-ply analysis instead of 2-ply analysis, which is pretty nice.
Yes, yes.
When you review your blunders and errors, my blunders and errors after the game, you know, it's just nice to have it in 4-ply. When you take the screenshot, you save it for your position database. Soon we will have the the Star Plus membership. It's going to give you XT Plus.
Oh, the bigger one, yeah.
It's going to be a little bit more expensive because it is quite expensive actually to crunch that many XT Plus.
It takes a lot of computing power. I mean, if you've ever run XG on your computer and you actually press ++ in the middle of doing anything else, you know that it slows things down unless you've got a computer like Tara and Bill, you know?
We could also supply ++, but we chose not to do it
that's a lot of
we
power.
would have to charge so much money that it almost seems like ridiculous.
Unless you want to do it just for me, and that's fine.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Kidding, not kidding.
Euros or dollars?
And, Unfortunately, perhaps Argentinian pesos after the last devaluation of their currency.
I thought I was rich.
Yeah.
What
I
happened? They
think-
started playing?
No,
oh,
I
no,
think maybe
okay.
it's this. Oh, it's the split
Oh, that's
screen.
the Frank Frigo.
We can see the other match, the other round of 8 match. Johan Brunel from Sweden. He's on a great run here, and Frank Frigo, the former world champion, was it 1996, 1997?
Oh my
Frank?
goodness, I don't know.
Won the world
Do you
championship.
know what I was doing in 1996, Mark?
Listening to Kurt Cobain and Nirvana.
Kurt Cobain. No, are you kidding me? I'm a Tupac guy. Yeah. All eyes on me. Yeah, 1996. I was
playing
in.
the Ace Point Club.
I don't even know if I was in high school.
Going to Spice Girls concerts.
Spice Girls. What are you?
Just checking. Just checking to see, you know.
My mom used to bring me to go see Jay-Z shows. Are you kidding me?
Wow, cool.
Yeah, my mom is sweet. Shout out to my mom. In the chat.
What about Oasis? Were they a big thing in the US?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
They were
definitely.
huge.
Nirvana, Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay.
Green Day.
So Pete says he thinks the improvements in the mobile app recently are good, but we need a feature that stops Mark and Justin's from accumulating all the coins with their lucky dice. Yeah.
Oh, I must have. Did I play you last night?
That is the secret Control Shift W hotkey for the
Yeah.
super user dice.
Up, down, left, right, YB or something,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, what else do we got? So Alex says that Frigo won the world championship in 1994. He was a young kid back then. you know?
94.
He was like in his early 20s.
Wow.
So that was pretty. Maybe you remember this, Phil, when Frigo
I was
won the
11.
world championship.
Phil, do you remember 1994?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't.
That's when I got Medicare.
Okay.
Okay, we
my
got a
God.
question that's asked about the video says that in order to convert rating from the old to the new, you have to ask support to do it. I've sent a message to support, but I don't see any conversion.
Okay, so I have a question about that. I don't know if that's necessary because the grading system that was used to get to 3100 that I have or whatever on the other site is a different rating system.
It's a
So the
different
scale is different.
The scale is different.
You're not going to be able to reach 3000.
That's why we have a formula
on the
it,
new
right?
one.
The formula that basically goes.
Are they going to convert the ratings or
We have a formula that converts the old rating to an equivalent
Okay.
of the new rating. So we basically took the number 1 in the new system and the bottom on the new system.
Yeah.
And we did the same in the old, and then we
Okay.
made a mapping, a linear mapping.
Okay, Hussein, convert me.
So I think if you got 3000 Galaxy rating the old, you're gonna end up with 2100 or something like this in the new one.
We already got 2100.
Yeah, maybe I don't know the exact math behind it, right? But it's true. You're highly rated in both of them, so maybe you don't even bother.
And I have all the coins. Apparently.
But for most users, if they spend a long time building their Galaxy rating, maybe you have 2400 or something, you should definitely send us an email and we will convert it.
My father-in-law played on V1 of Backgammon Galaxy 20 times more than I did. 20 times. Every moment.
You
that he
gotta
had
show
free,
him. You gotta
he would
show
just
him
be
the
on the
new one.
iPad, and I would just hear him. I would hear the sounds.
Yeah, the sounds are not great. That's something we gotta work on. I got a good connection here already.
I know, and we don't know.
The
Maybe
sound
we'll
is gonna be
see.
updated real soon.
Yeah.
But just to answer the question, the reason why you haven't been converted yet is like we're getting a lot of emails right now with users wanting to convert, and we're gonna do it manually one by one. So Hussein Paknahat is.
Wait, are we talking about backgammon or religion? What are we doing here,
We're
Mark?
talking about converting backgammon rating, so it's
Okay,
kind of the same thing from the new to the old. So it just takes a little bit of time. So be patient, guys. It's probably gonna take a week or two to get through maybe a couple of thousands of emails. So I think Hussein can maybe do like 1 user per minute or something like this. So you can do the calculations. It's pretty intensive.
And that's if he's doing one every minute, which would be like wild, right?
I think that's reasonable. He's fast.
Yeah. You have to keep it up.
What else do we got here?
Oh, nice hit. Double hit, too. Make the deuce point. Great shot.
We've got Cafe saying you can't download the match files. You can actually, but it requires a star membership. Hussein is in the chat. He says, "Gee."
Shout out to Hussein.
Hashim asked us for our favorite food. I would go for pizza.
Yeah, but it has... Okay,
Italian pizza?
No, New York pizza.
Okay, I'll go for Italian pizza.
Really? I'm American, so I'm biased. I get it. But, yeah. I mean, it's okay, but then they put, like, salad on my pizza, and I go, what is this? This isn't gonna kill me. This feels healthy.
6-3. Alex says Chicago pizza. Okay.
That's not pizza. That's a pie.
Yeah, that deep dish pizza from Chicago blows New York away. It's not even close.
I don't even know if that's classified as pizza.
You've
Something
been to
else.
Uno's, you know what I'm talking about, or Giordano's. It's a whole different animal.
I remember when I first was visiting my now wife in London. I met her younger sister for the first time, and she's like, "Oh my God, I love pizza. Domino's is great."
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I go,
Oh my God.
Domino's?
Yeah.
That's not pizza.
That's like
Cardboard.
It's like cardboard with cheese on it.
cardboard with cheese, and you feel bad and you have a bad stomach for a week. Yeah.
In New England, we had a place called Papa Gino's, and that place was legit.
I think because I love pizza so much, there's few things that annoys me as much as bad pizza.
Yeah, I mean, New York has that's the problem with New York. So people go to New York and they go, "I don't like the pizza." But that's because you had like the dollar slice on the street type of pizza.
Yeah.
It's not the good pizza. You
Uh-huh.
need to go to a place like Grimaldi's, you know, like something real.
So Victor's leading here, 10-8. What do we think of their performance so far? I mean, they're not playing bad or anything, but I'm not blown away here so far.
I mean,
it's not
listen,
the best we've seen Victor play at a 3.7. Okay, 3.77. He's starting to come down. He's
Yes,
starting
of
to come
course.
down.
He's
starting
Victor. You know, the more games you give him,
Yes.
the more it converges towards his true rating. Yeah.
Yes, I
So
guess
he
that.
just plays more games, and it just works its way down.
Did you notice this was a double from the bar?
Oh, they missed a cube here.
But not big. Only 3%, but I wouldn't have
Fernando
thought of
missed a
it.
cube here.
Would you have thought of doubling from the bar
Wow.
here?
Maybe, you know, you have a lot
Wow.
of hitters in the outfield and you already got a good prime going. If you get a fourth man behind the prime, yeah, you know, and he's trailing in the match.
Well, and there's a
maybe-
lot of blots
There's
too.
a
So if
lot
you
of
hit
blots.
one, you might
It
like
was a
Pokemon catch them all. You know.
double. That's not huge.
0.027. Okay, so 27 millipoints.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a big one, but what about this one then?
Oh, this is
This
it's Victor's roll though. Yeah.
Roll. It's Victor's roll. Oh yeah.
Oh, who's on roll matters. It does.
Yeah.
What about who's on
Let's
first?
see now.
And then you play the 3 down.
Okay, Victor made the bar point, I guess, and not
6-1
as many
comes
bars.
out. What a
Ooh,
good number.
That's a good number.
That is a
Big swing.
great
Victor
number.
wants to hit with an ace or a deuce.
Or it's
Fight.
over.
Yeah.
It's basically five.
double five
It
hits.
It hits.
And then
didn't
and then you go to the 5. I was thinking about slotting, but I got a little excited. You
Yeah,
don't need to slot. You have enough builders to try to make
Yes,
it.
you've got so many. It would be overkill to slot the point.
I
here.
know.
Okay, he has a decision, but there's a little bit too many attackers here, pointing on. Pointing
The
on
funny
this.
thing is, if he makes it and you're on the 24, you're kind of in trouble anyway, though.
Yeah. Yes. Well.
But the problem with this play specifically
now
is
we
that
can-
it gives him the 3s to make it as well.
Exactly. Did you see that I drew the line? before you
No, of
finished your
course
sentence?
not. We were thinking at the same time.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
right. I just have a quicker bandwidth. I just had to draw it. You had to articulate it. you
It's true. I had to spit out more words.
Yes.
Luckily, I have that New York tongue, which just fires things rapidly. Someone once said in the chat, he goes, if you took a shot every time Justin said New York.
My favorite.
I was like, I got a little, I blushed for a second, and then I was like, yeah, but they're right, though. Yeah.
My favorite New York story is you go up to a guy in the street in New York and say, "Excuse me, do you know where the Empire State Building is, or should I just go to hell?"
When I first met my wife, I was looking for a game of backgammon in Bryant Park. She walks up to me. I'm sitting in front of a backgammon board. She goes, "Do you play backgammon?" I look at her. I go, "What do you think I'm sitting here for?"
That's a great pickup line, Justin. You end up marrying her?
I did.
Oh my God.
I did.
I gotta change my pickup lines to insulting people.
Yeah, I think it's called the neck.
The neck. Oh my God, he knows. Oh, 2-5. He needs a 2 back really quickly.
I just spilled your secret, Justin. Yes, well played. Well played, sir. Well played.
What's my PR, Mark? Is it strong?
Oh, wow.
Big roll.
1-2.
Oh,
1-2.
and you cover.
That's. I mean, he has a little bit of a decision here because you also want to split the rear checker, but you
don't want to get hit.
You don't want to get hit. It's just you just gotta cover up, of
The
course.
cost is too high.
And notice that he's
2-1. What a shot.
Victor has
Now,
killed his
the
sixes.
4s are duped too, so that's
The fours are
not
duped,
good.
but his sixes are killed, so he's not really in danger of crunching.
Ooh, you gotta hit.
You have to hit, right? And then the deuce, you come up.
Yes.
So you come up. Your fives do become quite awkward
Bad,
when you come up. So is there another play?
Yeah, 6-4 is better.
6-4 because
That way you get 4s and 5s. Your
Yes.
2s cover.
You
4s and 5s out and 2s to cover. That's 3 rolls.
Yes.
Three numbers.
This is actually very bad.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Like this. This is very bad because then you're forced to play a 5 like this
Yeah,
next
it's
time.
terrible.
Good play by Victor.
Once you go through the numbers, you see it easily.
He can't double this. There's too much prime value on the other side of the board for Braconi here. All this prime structure. It's rather powerful.
The second you roll a 4 and he fans, though, I
Double
think you're
5,
doing
1. Is it good or bad?
good.
It's really
It's better than 5-3.
It is.
Deuce.
It's a big roll from Fernando here. He's a big
He needs
favorite.
to
here.
hit back from the roof.
There are some funny, like a 3-1 where Victor comes in, hits loose. Maybe Fernando can double actually because of
4-1's
4-1.
a
Oh,
hitter?
that's a great shot. That's much better than
You have to
3-1.
hit. You can't
Yes.
just step out like he
And
easily looked at.
It's gonna keep the cube away here. Fernando definitely can't.
Is there anything else to look at?
Victor got here by being very, very deliberate with his decision making. He'll think about everything, and it's working for him, so he shouldn't change a thing. Fan and 4 and a fan, not 4-3 though. No, 4-3 is great actually.
We've got Matt Congayer and Neil Caceres joining in on that 6-4 with the
2-3.
deuce. Oh wow,
And
that's a good roll.
if he, well, he's gonna fan. Do we have a cube?
This is a cube. This is a cube. It's volatile. You can't play him too good
Yeah.
here. It's too volatile. There's too many cracking numbers. So I think he needs to double here.
Because, like I was saying
too
earlier,
risky.
the
It's too-
threat is sometimes stronger than the execution. So you just cash it, yeah.
So that would be a position like this one where you have a lot of equity because you're winning a lot of gammons, but it's very volatile. You know, it's risky to take a roll, right?
Because you might roll the stupid number
Oh yes,
and you could lose.
exactly. It's
But
risky.
you might not, and there's a
Is it
lot
a
of
take
numbers
is
that are
my
really
question.
good.
I think it's a take because of the score.
Wait, what?
Oh, he's rolling on
He's
two. blood.
playing on?
I think he's playing on.
No.
I think he's playing on. I think he's
Ouch.
playing
Oh,
on.
4-5. Okay. If I know I roll 4-5, I roll on 2.
Yeah. This. There's a huge blunder. I think this was a big blunder. It was so volatile. I think Victor's PR. I mean, we didn't see it yet, but I think his PR. We didn't get. Did any of you see the result? The analysis?
No, I didn't notice.
He didn't show it.
We didn't show it. Oh, wow! Look at
Then we go to the 9.
the PR just went up half a PR point for
Okay.
Victor from 3.5 to 4. That must have been a massive blunder.
Yeah.
It could have been like a 300, 200, 300 blunder. Maybe somebody in the chat can check it if they're really fast. That was kind of sad that we didn't get to see that cube action.
They showed it for a second. Maybe someone can rewind it and just put it on the pause and then click live again afterwards and tell us what it was worth.
Yes. But I know that Victor's PR just went up by 0.5.
Yeah, so that's a biggie.
That was a biggie.
It's not a Tupac.
No.
It's a biggie.
Well, how big is it to win 4 points instead of 1 here?
Oh,
I'm
I
kidding,
mean,
of course.
There's no difference.
No, yeah, not that big a difference.
Well, the thing is, the guy would have passed, right?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. Actually.
I'm not sure he's passing.
You want to
Really?
give your opponent tough decisions.
You don't think he's passing?
You're losing, and you got it's a highly volatile position.
I'm not even
okay,
sure
but the-
was it a pass or check. We don't know. So of course you should have doubled. Right?
I know it's a
As well.
pass. I
That's
saw
right.
it was a pass.
You saw it was a pass.
Yes.
5-2.
It was 1.0000. It was saying pass.
And I played,
But I didn't see that if it was if you didn't double it, how much it was worth. Okay, 4 and then 6. Always doing it this way. Okay, I would have.
That's fair enough.
Yes,
Doesn't
of
even
course. But I don't know. I guess there's no need to risk it. But I would have done it.
We've got Simon Bargett saying, "Look, takeable." You know, so I mean, with the match score, you know, it was a difficult decision anyway. He would have given. He would have given
away. I mean, it's not
Fernando
like I know much about it. Doesn't seem like just giving up the 1 point would have been.
I think Hashem has the wrong position here. Hashem says that there was something that was way too good to double, but
No, after he no.
that's not true. I think you got the
No.
wrong position,
Yeah.
Hashem. So somebody.
Well, I mean, White's position hasn't changed much. I could easily put it into my phone real quick.
Simon says it was a pass on 4-ply.
Yes.
Maybe the transcriber could just, I don't know if it's possible, if he can just quickly go back. Okay, Matt Congeyer says it was a 174 pass. And it was a 192 blunder to roll. So Victor made an almost 200 blunder.
Look takeable, my boot. My didn't look takeable.
So it was a big pass, but it was an even bigger mistake not to double.
Yes.
You gotta double these volatile positions. It's way too risky to continue to play. Oh, you know what, Justin? I just
What?
got some PRs from our doubles match. Me and Casper played a 1.6. Justin,
well done.
and you guys played
Oh, well, I wasn't
Well,
playing.
Justin had a very, very, what do you say it, like empathetic way of playing a doubles. You know, he was partnered up with Wesley
Howell. It was Howell and Nowell.
Howell and Nowell.
Our first match, we also played a Powell. We did. It's true.
And Wesley is a very promising talent of the game, but he doesn't quite have the experience yet like a grandmaster. And when I saw Justin's face, he clearly saw Wesley was making a couple of bad moves, but he didn't want to tell him because he didn't want to.
There were some times where I was like, "Oh, I know. I think I would do this," and he goes, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Well, it's what I would do." I'm like, "Well, you can do what you want." Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna like.
very empathetic and.
Here's a big roll.
Oh, he can.
Is he
win the
getting
G.
off this
Here's
G?
a big roll.
You can win the
Rolls a
G.
1. You can.
He's really shaking for that. The twos are better.
Wow, no chance.
Okay, overkill.
Winning 2 points. Overkill. I noticed that Victor is shaking those dice a lot.
Yeah.
He was shaking his dice just as long when he was short on the clock the other day.
Yeah,
it
that's-
drove me crazy. He was down to less than a minute, and he's got a 12-second delay, and he was shaking for 8 seconds.
No one will ever tell Victor that he didn't shake the dice in the cup, right?
I couldn't believe it. When you're low on time, how do you keep shaking like
Yeah.
that?
It's just like shake it twice and put him on the board.
He says he's thinking when he's shaking.
Aha, okay. Okay, at least he's doing something constructive, you know.
No,
but-
I asked him about it in Chicago one year, and he goes, "Well, I know how to play the checkers and I know how to use the cube. The only thing I can't control is the numbers, so I'm thinking about good numbers."
Okay, maybe he's tapped into some mighty spirit. that
Silva
we're
mind
not,
control.
Yeah, the alpha.
I don't know if he was just joking with me, but I love the answer.
Bill, what was the name of that book about the Vernon Ball? Was the author about controlling alpha waves to manipulate the dice? Was it Alpha Gammon?
Yeah, Alpha Gammon.
Alpha
Yeah.
Gammon,
Alpha
yes.
Gammon. One of the silliest books I've ever read. And I'm embarrassed to say I read it. But I did it for fun, and it was fun.
Uh-huh.
It's just baloney.
It's pure baloney all of it.
Pure baloney.
I know a couple of players, rather good players, who actually think that it works. You know, they
Yeah.
So
put it in
I
practice.
will say
I know
this
a bunch
about
of
the idea.
Republicans.
I will say this about the idea, right? So playing in the cash games in New York, obviously I play with guys who think they roll bad because they think of their bad numbers and then they roll them, yeah? But if you think of your bad numbers all the time, obviously you're going to roll them sometimes, right? And if you think of your good numbers sometimes, you're obviously going to roll them sometimes, yeah? But if you think of your bad numbers and then you roll them, you think you're unlucky. But if you think of your good numbers and you roll them, you think you're lucky. So I think it changes your like reframing your own mindset to believe what you want to believe in that situation.
Okay.
And if you think you're lucky, that's obviously a better mindset to be in when you're playing a game than it is to think you're unlucky. So even though you might not be changing anything, I think you're reframing your overall mindset over the board, which can't be negative.
We had a fellow yesterday who complained that he only lost because he had to use these dice. And he was upset that he had to use our dice. And with his dice, he was sure he would have won. This is somebody here in Monte-Carlo yesterday.
I need to see those dice and get them weighted and tested.
Yeah, right.
I need some salt water. Stat.
Okay. Consolidation play here by Braconi. We've got a long game ahead of us here. We already have a lot of men back. Not too much prime development going on. This one, that's a good one, huh? That's nice. I don't really think this is going to play out as a back game. You know, the race is still very close. So, actually, I think we're going to see Braconi start playing those rear checkers really soon. Already, I think that we're going to see them.
Yeah, you should split off now.
You split it.
Also, you know, because black's position is so stiff, having the back checker split will give you more numbers to hit any potential like fly shots or any stiff sort of play he might have to make.
Double hit or down.
I'm just going to play down.
That's the two. Yeah, the race is still rather close, so you don't really want to get hit. He's actually up 15 pips after the move, so yeah, why not just play 0 shots? Protect the pip count, protect the race. Double
upgrade.
Oh, is that the play? Okay, good play, good play. He played that rather fast because I would have considered. Oh, sorry, this play. You know, the double anchor.
Yeah, but look at how double ones plays. I mean,
you're
like,
right, you're
yeah,
right.
there's some numbers that.
It was a great play.
Yeah.
I was just like, I wasn't as quick.
I think because he has the guy on the 24 still, you're not really losing it much in the contact zone, yeah?
That's right. This is a nice goalkeeper to have back there.
Name the best goalkeeper in your type of football.
Right now?
Oh, all time.
All time. Well, the best or my favorite?
Okay, there's two.
I would say my favorite goalkeeper of all time was Peter Schmeichel.
Okay.
Legendary Danish goalkeeper. Won the European Championship in '92. Won Champions League and several Premier Leagues with Manchester United. The best one right now could be Donnarumma, Italian goalkeeper. Could be Donnarumma.
Okay.
He plays for Paris Saint-Germain.
But what difference does it make when hardly anybody ever scores
He
anyway?
plays for PSG.
That's why you need a good goalie, you know.
Oh,
Otherwise they will score.
See, that's what I don't understand about that game.
You've got 2.6 goals average per match. It's not a lot.
Oh, that's
And
significant.
you could even argue that that's actually what makes it special because they're so rare, scarce. A goal in football or soccer is like it's so special, you know. And when you've got players like Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo who averages a goal per match, that's like unheard of.
Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in a single game.
Lionel Messi scored 91 goals in a single year. Beat that, Wilt Chamberlain.
I don't know what that means. I'm American.
It's like averaging.
Tom Brady has 7 Super Bowls, you know?
Okay.
A goal is when the ball goes in the net, right?
Yeah.
Okay, see, that's what
But I don't know what like a good
Yeah.
number is, you know?
Okay, so I'll tell you how sick this is. An average team scores 1.3 goals per match, right?
Okay.
Lionel Messi scored 1.3 goals per game that year.
Oh,
So what's the average scoring for an NBA team? It's like 90 points a game or something like that. So you could
Probably
say it's
more
kind
now,
of like
but,
it's kind of
yeah.
like or 95 points or something.
Okay, yeah.
It's like averaging 95 points a game. it's something that's so ridiculous that you couldn't even think of it. You couldn't even conceive this could be true before he did it.
Boy, they should pay that guy $1 million a year. What is he getting paid? $200 million a year?
I'm not sure, but I saw the Inter Miami ticket prices went up from $25 to $400.
Oh.
Now that they just signed Messi.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Everybody wants to go to the stadium.
Absolutely.
Got to pay for that contract somehow.
It's supply and demand. The demand's there.
Right. The first game, you got LeBron James there. You got
Yes.
Serena Williams.
Makes sense to me.
Okay, 6-5. That's interesting. That's a decision. That's the double
No,
falcon.
yeah, but it's not into direct contact.
You're
And there's a
right.
blot in his board, so
And look at this 3-point board versus 2-point board, right? So he's got
Yeah,
the stronger inner board. We've
there's
got a
the
blot
blot.
over there. He's up in the race. So
these are
all-
like the hits that might get you gammoned anyway, you know.
It could be the gammon trap. Yeah, like a 6-3. He hits and opens up to get gammoned. It's actually a
Do you
clear
hit with 6-3?
The thing is that this it's not really a back game, and they don't really play well together. These two anchors.
No,
of
they
them
don't, yeah.
have to go at some point. So I think if you roll 6-3, you probably. I think that's a good occasion. Just let go of one of the anchors. 6-4. Yeah, okay. The same decision. Let's see what XG says. Yeah, it's a clear play, and it's for that reason. You can't wait and play a 5-7 back game. It doesn't exist. It's never correct. So this was a great opportunity to get off one of the anchors. Wow, the gammon trap. This is the gammon
These are the hits
trap.
that get you gammoned.
Exactly. And we've got 2 men on the bar here, even though Victor chose to put them.
Fernando needs a 5, does not roll one.
Get it. The blitz is on. What about cubing?
Well, it's a Q for sure.
I mean, money game. It's a huge cube. The only thing Victor's thinking about here, he's leading the match. He needs
The
to be a little
score,
bit
yeah.
careful. But still, those are some really heavy threats.
There's still an extra guy out there too.
We've got a blot out here. We get it pretty well diversified. With lots of good numbers here. It does all kinds of things. We got some backdoor variations to make the 5-point.
And you have to take for the recube big. It's big recube big
Yes,
here.
That's right. I mean, I think over the board, the take decision would actually be easy for me. I would just take it. But we just saw that it wasn't a big take. It was a small
No,
take.
I thought it was a big take too.
I thought this was going to be a big take. I think the more difficult decisions are on the doubling side because you're leading in the match. The doubling window is much more narrow. When you have the more gammons you have, the smaller the doubling window becomes. So it's not really easy for Victor to figure out here whether he has a double or not. Luckily, he has a lot of time in the time bank.
The gammon would get him to Crawford though, which is not a spot that White really wants him to be in.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, so there is some gain, and he has a decent gammon value after cubing here.
45% gammons.
You just got to cube. There's so many threats here. There's so many
wild.
threats. Yeah, 45% gammons. That's right. That's a lot of gammons. And you're 69% favorite.
Like 45% gammon. Like it's a lot.
But if
The
you're
score
Victor
is really
Ashkenazi,
saying that wow,
if you're Victor Ashkenazi, you want to extend the match too. That's what he's thinking.
Oh, he's
He doesn't want to shorten the match.
65er. And he
You really-
rolled like
you
one of
think
his
that's what
worst
he's thinking?
numbers.
I think so.
I think he was just
Yeah,
scared,
you have to.
scared of doubling when he was leading. This is exactly the type of position you usually don't want to double when
I
you're
think
leading.
he would have doubled Mochi there.
Okay,
That's what I think.
could be you're right, Phil.
Oh, and now he's in this.
That's huge.
Now you just slot.
You slot,
yeah,
you
you
slot.
got to slot. That's
Yeah.
the way you counter this.
That was huge. And now Victor is miles away from the cube. He's probably feeling good about himself right now for not doubling.
He is
But-
many kilometers away from a cube mark.
Yes. That's one of his worst.
Wow.
Could be the worst, actually.
Maybe
Double 5 would have been
you.
worse. You don't have a choice.
Wow,
here. It's
yeah.
like what do
I'm
you
trying
call
to
it?
find something
Forced
better,
by
and there
logic.
isn't anything
FBL.
better.
FBL
Forced by logic.
Exactly. I like that
Okay.
one. 4-2. So what do we got?
Make the 5 slot the 3, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I mean,
The hit is too much. Too costly.
so you do this, but I mean, it's difficult to find the best 4 here. Apparently, this is the best 4.
I think black structure is. I wouldn't hit.
But look at the plot here. I mean,
It's just not pure enough.
That's. I think you're right about that. But over the board, that was a tough decision.
Yeah.
I think a lot of players would hit there just because it's confusing. You know?
I would have hit there.
Yeah.
I have to admit it.
It wasn't a clear play to me either. But I think Justin's right. It's because you want purity. You're
you could lift.
far down in the race. You have 4 men back. You need to play pure. Again, forced by logic, right? Put it up there. Yeah. So
I think also you only play with one blot, too. You know.
Uh-huh.
So like if things go wrong, they
That-
don't go super
That's
wrong.
true. That's true. Yeah, Victor he can never really double this. You know, he needs to at least clear the midpoint. Okay, then we're talking. Then perhaps we can double.
Actually, there was a double.
Ooh, big hit. That's big.
You know
But
what?
not this spot. Yeah.
I might have just said something really stupid because with 2 men on the bar,
Yeah.
there might be some cute.
That hit is big. That's big.
If he dances here,
Talk about a threat.
oh, he comes in with a deuce. I think Fernando can still take, but this could be a cube. This could be a cube.
That open 5-point hurts. And if you're Victor, I'm a little worried about that.
That's what makes it a take, and
That's
especially
what makes it a take.
this ugly dilly builder here. You know,
Uh-huh.
that gap is gonna stay there forever. This is a gap as well, even if
And white structure on the other side of the board.
Very
is
small
strong
double.
for the future.
Very small double.
very good structure. No, actually,
No double.
It switches to
Oh.
no double here. The take is so easy. I mean, is this a take for money? No, no.
39% gammons.
It's
No.
too much. It's a pass for money. Too many gammons.
So he missed a bigger double a few rolls ago, and he's really looking hard at this one.
Yeah. Good play this time. This good.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't double last time, so why would he double this time, right?
Okay.
Okay, you can't really do exactly what you want, but what do you have here? It feels a
Wow.
little bit stiff to make this play here. It's a little bit stiff.
He enters and you're stuck. That's the problem.
You get
yeah?
stuck up there. You don't want to make points actually. When you're trying to bring your checkers home.
2. He rolled the 2. Okay,
Nice.
so now he might get stuck on the 18, yeah?
That's right.
Wow, there's a lot of bad numbers, I think.
This would be a beautiful double for money. But of course, at this score, it's a no double.
Shot time.
It's not that dangerous yet. Victor can survive the hit.
Not
Oh, that's
dangerous
pretty
at
good.
all. You just come off, yeah.
Right? You play this. Isn't it just a clear play?
Wow.
What else would you want to play
I
here?
don't.
I mean, you,
Out with a 5 and 3 in.
this 4 stack here is terrible. Yeah, good.
Wow, great. You caught that immediately too. I would have looked for a while.
It's nice for this is nice for contact.
Uh
Like, what if Victor rolls a double 6, for instance?
huh.
Double 6 is pretty fun. He gets extra shots with this guy there, and look, he could even make this next time.
Yeah.
Victor, this is one of those times.
Uh-oh.
You know what?
Where's the one?
5-1.
I think it's more about alpha waves than I think that it's about him thinking about moves.
It's got to be the alpha waves.
Why wouldn't you? Okay, there's a crucial roll coming up, and we just see Victor just timing out on his delay. I think he's connecting to something.
He's doing it.
Tapping into some.
But he
mighty-
did just summon a 5-1, so I don't know if it's working. I want you to know that, okay? He didn't roll double 3s, Mark, yeah? Okay? he's summoning delta waves, not the alpha ones. I rolled 5-1.
Oh, this one. Let's see. I mean, is it still a take at this score? Victor still has problems here. It might be a good cube now, though. But look at this really weird formation of Victor.
He
got-
did double.
Victor's got the cube, and
It's a pass.
but
It's a pass.
tough decision, you know. Now it switches to a take. I was gonna take this.
Oh,
It fit me
Wow.
into a take on the deck.
Wow.
I was gonna take it.
You were taking?
You would take it. Look, we've got
Wow.
2 men on the ace.
is
We've got this semi gap. We've got this stack.
And you're down in the score.
And exactly, that's the key, right? You get some juicy redoubles. You can even redouble on a double shot or something like that. The position over here looks beautiful. For me, it's a take. It's also a great cube by Victor because he's giving his opponent a tough decision.
The threat
That's what you wanna
could
do.
be stronger than the execution. That's why the cube is strong. Because the threat of him covering is so powerful. But like sometimes he just might not cover and he could just lose,
Yes.
right? So the threat is why the cube is so strong.
Well, you're gonna lift. You're gonna lift with a
That's
1
That's
or
what
a
I mean.
That's- yeah.
Why the threat is stronger than the execution sometimes. Because sometimes you just don't cover.
I think
But the threat of covering is like
yes,
death to you.
that's what makes the cube so powerful.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Um,
Mark Olson takes this.
I'd give it a
Justin
take. This is a take.
probably.
Look at the structure. 2 men behind, 2 men down on the ace. Here.
Maybe.
The killing flexibility, daily builder, gap, stack on the 8.
The real
Strip,
question is, does
strip.
Fernando Bracconi take this?
This is a
And
pretty
I think
solid
he's
deuce
coming.
Yeah,
I think
Mark,
he's
you
coming
just talked
towards
me out
the
of
correct
doubling.
answer.
With that-
Yeah.
if I knew it was that bad, I wouldn't have doubled.
I
It's
agree.
a great double. I guess the
Yeah.
market losers from rolling a 3 or something is like, it's a great double,
Okay.
of course.
Is Fernando thinking that because he's playing Victor, he should take more?
I think it's just a tough position to figure out.
Oh, how do you play? Never mind. No, I was looking at.
This is tough at the score. Obviously, it's very tough.
I like the take. Yes.
Nice. I like
It's exciting.
Go.
I like
He
it.
took it for the fans.
Well
Go.
played, well
And
Oh,
That
three.
is a killer number.
Big number.
Yeah. Look at the equity here.
Wow.
no, he made a good decision. 2-6. He's in.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
Well, he might get a shot right now.
I mean, this is not terrible.
oh,
Look at this.
don't do it again.
It's not terrible for
Don't
Fernando.
do it again.
Oh, that's
Oh, great roll.
Flexibility
Great roll.
for days.
it's almost a take again now. It's like not that far.
Wow.
He's
Great roll.
Not out yet.
Wow. This is
4-3.
okay. He gets to play it safe.
On my computer, I have Hal Heinrich's database, which tells me how many shots you leave here.
Okay.
It's amazing that he has that database.
Okay. Like how often you
How often you would leave a shot here? He could, you could look it up.
Not
can
yet.
still- you
Not
can still
yet.
play
Clears
it.
the 5.
There's the 5.
6-5.
Wow.
This is exciting.
Yes. He's up to 38%
Big roll.
chances now.
4-1.
Big roll.
Shot time.
So you can't
Double
really
shot.
You can't leave a double shot.
double shot is
You
too
can't
much.
with
Can't leave a
double
double.
shot. Towards a 5 prime.
Yeah,
you could break
exactly.
the 6.
Is this a recube?
You got to
At
minimize.
this score, is there a chance of a recube here?
Ooh.
He could actually win a gammon. There is 9%. Wow, there's 9% gammon wins in it. It's not that far from a recube.
And because there's a lot of repeaters here
And
too.
he's a favorite.
He's a lot of repeaters. I don't
You're
think.
right, Phil. This is a recube.
I think it might be a
This
recube.
is a recube. I mean, Fernando is a favorite now. He's a 56% favorite. He's winning 9% gammons.
And look at the
there's a
score.
Tremendous gammon.
Oh,
I think this is a recube.
you think it's a recube? I thought so too.
I
I
think
thought
so.
it might be at least.
There's so much.
Oh, he hasn't picked up his
volatility.
dice yet. I thought he was thinking about the recube.
This one is definitely.
definitely a recube.
You double, a double shot.
Double shots are worse than single shots.
Getting hit more
Oh,
is
okay.
not good.
Is less getting hit more is less good.
Yeah.
I want to see the cube action after this play.
Exactly.
Can't wait.
Victor's gonna figure this out, of course, right? He's just have to. There's no way he's gonna leave a double shot here against a 5-point board.
But more rake is better. No? More rake? That was like a Dean Eggs thing from back in the day. No?
This is easier to clean up. But he did it. He left the double shot.
oh, he
Wait,
did it.
what?
He did it.
No way.
He
double 3
did
also
it.
hits. It's 21. Oh,
He left the double shot.
Okay, that was an
There's
easy
21
recube.
shots
We
to
didn't
go.
get to see that juicy recube. This
No.
is an easy recube. Anybody can find this recube.
It is a redouble.
Yeah, and it would have been a big redouble as well. The other one.
Oh my.
Yep. That was the first thing I thought of is the redouble here.
Mark,
Wow, this
there's
is
a lot of shots right
this is
now.
the match on the line here.
Of course, he's gonna find this redouble. It's impossible. He's a grandmaster, right, Bracconi? Like, he must have seen this 100 times before.
No, he's
9
average
away,
on
5 away.
his average on BMAB is 4.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he's better than that.
didn't he get the grandmaster?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, but I consider Bracconi as a grandmaster.
I consider them too. I think he's up there, but he told me right before the match on BMAB he's 4.0.
Okay, but isn't that enough to get a grandmaster certificate?
Yeah, 3.5. 3.5 is
In this match, he's
grandmaster.
been playing
Yeah.
3.9.
3.9, exactly the average.
I mean,
I'm a grand bastard.
which grandmaster wouldn't find this cube? It's the easiest redouble in
Yeah.
the world.
I mean, Phil found the one before. And it was only a single shot.
Yeah, even Phil found it. Yeah, thanks. Even Phil would have redoubled here.
Grandmaster.
Thank you so much.
Grandpotzer. No,
Can you get rid of the? Can you get rid of the even?
I play.
Oh my gosh, this is huge.
It would have been more fun to see the other variation where we get to see.
Well,
This is more exciting because there's a greater chance he hits.
I mean, how can he take this long? This is
How
the
could
easiest
Victor have
race
made? How could Victor Ashkenazi have?
8 in Monte-Carlo. That's why.
How can
Yeah,
Victor
am I the only
Ashkenazi
one
made that
going
big a
crazy?
bad play right there for the money?
Oh, only if he gets the cue.
I mean, the redouble decision is so easy. The take pass decision is rather easy, but there is a chance. I mean, I could see people passing actually. Yeah,
By the way, that checker play is Victor's first blunder, first checker play blunder.
that's right. He's gonna take, because why would he make this checker play? You know, everybody knows it would have been a take if he made the other checker play. So
Yes, yes.
there you go.
Let's
Good play.
go, champ.
Attaboy, Fernando.
Wow.
I'm rooting for good play and good decisions.
You know what I'm rooting for? Carnage.
Carnage.
Go.
Could you imagine? if
Oh
Victor
man,
passes?
the volatility.
He makes the
What's your
blunder
upside,
checker
William?
play and then passes the cue.
You know why? You know why I made this play so he could pass. Sometimes I make a really bad play, so I don't have to worry about my decision.
No.
It's a Simborg strategy.
Right.
So you don't want to follow this.
Yeah, I don't want to have to worry about whether to take or not. I'll make a really bad play. I know I'm passing.
I thought you would have the your cube decision in mind when you made the checker play,
That's right.
Of course.
Now he's probably realizing how bad of a checker play he just made.
and you're just like shit. Now
Can I just say
there's
something?
sorry for cursing, but that.
Can I just say something? The 9% gammons here, it comes from crunching. It comes from the crunch.
The second shot.
After you come in on
The
on
one-
an ace, you might crunch and get more
Well,
checker
then
shots.
you'd have to get off the 23 pretty quick to give him the 1-4 to play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's actually 9% gammon wins.
Well,
in
you
it
get double
for your
threes as
four.
well, right? So you get 21 numbers.
21 numbers here.
21 numbers to go.
out of 36. That's the probability of hitting this checker here.
That sounds like a lot.
What do you say?
He said, "Can you reduce the fractions?"
Good take.
Let's go, Victor.
Victor.
Good take. Good
Good
take.
take. Very good.
Okay.
Oh my gosh,
This is big.
This is
drama.
huge.
This is
It
big.
builds.
The Italian crowd behind us.
Oh.
The wrong 6. Oh my god.
Boy, we got some people.
I
jumping
thought all
out
sixes
and
hit.
Don't roll a 6-1.
Wow.
Don't roll a 6-1.
Yeah, double sixes, double one, and 6-1. Double threes leaves a shot as well. Double three would also leave a shot.
Single shot.
This is, you know,
4-2.
is the double three leaves a shot.
Another shot. Yeah.
But at least he can't get gammoned anymore,
Some
yeah?
big cube blunders, like not doubling in super wallet out positions.
Yeah, this is not. Yeah. He doesn't
It's
play
losing
well.
them. They were bad. They played bad.
Which
in
one?
this Situation.
Yeah. Oh boy, this is very exciting. This is great for the fans.
Are we gonna see an 8 cube? If
If he misses?
if he misses, or is he just gonna go for the gammon? There,
No,
there's
you
my gammon.
play on. Yeah.
Too many gammons.
No, you got to clear the 6 because then
taking a
all
piss
your
out of
problems are solved. Well, he's like, well, I can't get gammoned if I take checkers off.
It's not a play on, it's not good enough.
Is that is that the right play, right? Yeah.
Yes, right
good
play.
good play.
Right play by a
Yeah,
lot.
so we're not gonna see the 8 cube because there's too much gammon in it. Victor's gonna.
Oh, he missed
The
again.
end of
Not
that.
about the game.
I got a feel for Fernando. That's tough. Huge match, huge rolls. I feel sorry for him.
He's down 16 to 8 if he passed.
No
Oh,
redouble.
yeah, but if he's like a 95% favorite or something like that.
89%.
So he's not there yet. But
What does he
there's
have
too
to
much
be?
gammon, so we're never gonna see the cube here because he's always gonna be rolling for gammon. Yeah, so that
You do not peel here by a little bit.
You've got a very low gammon value here, so just play safely. Clear from the rear. You don't need to chase the gammon here at all.
You know how upset I'd be to have no checkers off right now?
I think in money you take one checker off. I think money play. Victor again. It's the alpha waves. He's channeling the mighty Macumba.
No 3.
Okay, this time it's not bad. This time wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no shot leaving number now, so no question about playing on.
Yeah, I mean, too much gammon in it to ever cube, but he's getting close to his doubling point. Actually, I think he's right on the doubling point right now, actually. 9 away. No.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, he got the odd.
There's
Okay.
a little something.
A little odd.
That's enough for Braconi to take.
I don't think you cover, though, because you want that gap to try to fish other checkers out in the future if possible. I don't know.
I think...
But maybe, actually, there will never be another opportunity to get a second checker, I don't
it's
think.
okay. I mean, no big deal.
Maybe.
He got back to even.
Oh, that's a good ace, huh?
They have great ace.
Yeah.
So that means that if Victor wanted to double, which he doesn't,
Yeah.
Braconi couldn't even take the cube because of that ace.
Another ace.
That's not
Uh-oh.
good.
Uh-oh.
This time around... it's
So there's a chance here. Slot
Victor
the back
is
of the
still
prime. I
favorite.
would slot the back. No.
He's trying to save the gammon. The gammon is still up for
Two,
grabs.
okay. there's a
Oh,
number.
the game is still up for grabs. Yes, he hit it.
Wait, who are you guys rooting for?
I'm rooting for good plays.
Okay.
I'm rooting for action.
For more covers, by the way.
That
10 to 4.
yeah, it's more. At least he has some coverage if he rolls the 160 ogre.
Yes, of course. That's the counter.
There's the closeout. Okay, so this would be how many men off? 10 men
10
off.
men
So
off.
it's not even a double for money. The winning chance is probably around 29% here or something like that for Braconi. 31, sorry. 31%.
Slightly.
31, you're right on.
Victor owns the cube.
31% winning chances for Braconi here. As long as he keeps his
This would be the win of the tournament if Braconi wins this game.
to
Go to
From
the
here.
5
go
and
to
the
5.
3.
Yes, exactly. It's this one and that one. Yeah.
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 This is a good structure.
You just want the fastest possible bear-off structure.
6-4.
Not good. You
You
don't
got to keep the board
keep
closed.
the board closed. Keeping on the bar for as long as possible. You're not that
Yeah.
desperate yet.
It scares me when I see someone think about that.
This wasn't a good development. So
Too
now
off.
Clear the 5.
He-
Oh, leaving the shot.
that was a great move.
Look how
by
fast he did
Braconi.
that. Yep.
Yeah.
But he's down to 28% winning chances. This was not a favorable run of events for Braconi.
Oh,
and Victor
big
comes
for
right
Victor.
in.
Okay, now we might get to see some cube actions. This is gonna be fun.
6 and
This
then
is gonna
5
be
to the
fun.
ace.
This is right on the table. I mean, this could be a double. He's a 94% favorite.
It's a pass.
gammons.
It's a pass,
No,
isn't
it's
it?
a take because
still a take?
he's 9 away.
Oh,
so
okay.
his take point is exactly 5%.
5%?
So this got to be a small take.
Oh, my God.
This is a double take.
Who in the world knows this is 5% wins, though?
Joe
How-
Russell, here we have it, Joe.
over the board, how could you figure out this is 5% wins?
Look, it's even a redouble take.
Oh, my
Double
God.
window. We did it.
Oh, my God.
Crazy, huh? The narrowest of doubling windows. And we just hit it. You gotta be gammonless. You gotta be like 1 or 2% from the take point. Okay, okay, he didn't find it. Maybe he's doing a little bit of adjustment here. If he feels like he's the better player or something. Or he just...
Or it feels like he just doesn't want to get.
Yeah, okay, now...
Oh,
he lost his market.
yeah.
Right? He lost the market.
Yeah.
I know, but he's got one more point. What could go wrong?
There you go.
Oh, what a game.
That was a fun
Wow.
one.
Where's the defibrillator? I need one. Wow.
Where is...
I would take a break here. Either player, I would take a break here. Yes, and they do. That was classic. Tell me backgammon's not exciting.
Really?
That was pretty good.
Oh, my God.
Good game we had here.
That is.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
We got to see
But just not
the
with that
redouble
structure.
take at the end.
All right, I still want you to answer this question for me. How could you estimate the wins over the board
Yeah,
at that
that's-
point?
That's difficult.
We know the take point's 5%. How do you know whether he had 5% or not?
It's incredibly difficult.
It's the stack and straggler position, isn't
Dragon
it?
Straggler, yeah.
It's a
And
Walter Trice classic.
I mean, I made a legendary blunder against Kazuki in the UBC semifinal 2 years ago. In a somewhat, it was a stack and straggler, and I made a 700 blunder, which cost me everything. That cost me the final So
Wow.
I actually went
We're
back
gonna
and
do it in
practiced a
PR.
little bit on those stack and stragglers.
That was the thing.
And some people have this boot camp formula from what Walter tries. I think that's pretty good. But I found that it didn't really help me as much as simply just looking at a bunch of these positions and trying to get a
what would the
feel.
odds
You know,
be?
try to get a feel. First, you got to count the race, and then you got to have. I kind of translated it into a roll versus roll position, to be honest.
Okay.
I think it's a little bit the same logic that Trice used to derive this formula.
Oh, I think Trice backed into many of his formulas by running it in snowy at the time and seeing what worked.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, he didn't just come up out of thin air with these numbers.
No. He was a great backgammon.
He was a great mathematician, and everything, but he used snowy all day and night to come up with those formulas. Some of his formulas, though, he came up with before there were computers. He goes back that far. For example, there are over 1 trillion legal possible positions on the backgammon board. Now, how he did that well, he did it without Snowy, but he used computers for that too, I'm sure.
He,
Of course, most of those trillion positions you would never see.
yeah.
You know.
I guess you could find some of those old articles of his on online somewhere.
Backgammon Galore.
Backgammon Galore.
BKGM.com.
Yes.
You'll see he's got about 60 articles. I have about 80 articles on that website,
I don't
including
think it's
about
Galore.
30 interviews.
It's another backgammon shop run out of upstate New York. It's not Backgammon Galore, though. It's another one.
It's you're right.
BKGM.com.
BKGM.com.
If you want to find an article by
Backgammon Boot Camp wasn't original because because he has the Backgammon Boot Camp series, and then he has another Backgammon series that's also on the website. And Stick wrote a bunch of articles there, and you're also on it, but it's not the Galore one.
Do you know which one he's talking about?
No. I've always used Backgammon Galore to look
Yes.
up old articles.
I know Backgammon Galore is like a fantastic.
That's That's the backgammon library for me. But Tom Keith, that's Tom Keith's work. He did a great job for backgammon.
Yeah,
it's
but-
free
but
for
that's
anybody.
But that's
Gammon
not-
Village.
Yeah, the Gammon Village.
Gammon
that's what
Village.
it is. It's not Galore. It's the Village. I was trying to think of it.
But
yeah.
that's you have to pay for that. If I
Well, you
recall.
I bought a lifetime membership years ago.
Me too.
But all
Me
of
too.
the articles are still on there.
I think I have
That make up
I have
Backgammon
41
Boot Camp.
articles on Gammon Village.
We should
and-
do
yeah.
something about it. We should do like a relaunch of some of those classic articles. Like
Yeah,
compile
well,
it into a book or
Stick has one for like all of the scores in a 7-point match, which I thought was really good.
Well, Kit Woolsey
and
wrote
also,
Kit Woolsey wrote an article on the 5-point match in 1997 or 8. That's classic. It's perfect.
Michi has a book coming up. His next book is all on the 5-point match.
It's out.
Interesting.
It's out now. You can buy Michi's book on Amazon right now.
Not the 5-point match book.
Yes.
No.
He said that yesterday
Wow.
while we were doing streaming.
He might have just
It's out.
uploaded it.
Are you
It's out.
kidding me?
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. It's out.
He should have printed some copies.
I'm ordering it.
Yep.
Sorry, Elena.
Everything Michi's writes is worth gold. They're beautiful books, and everything Mark Olson writes. That last book is fabulous.
No, I'm kidding. My memory's too good for the callback humor, Mark. We got it going, you know?
When this match ends, which should be soon, go over to stream 2.
I can't help it.
Go over to stream 2 and watch Frigo and Bynell. That's a tough match going on right there too.
Or there, it's just 8-5.
8-5. They've taken much long. Well, they started a half hour later too.
So what do we got here in the chat section? Well, Jonathan Hardigree says no. Phil comes out in November. I think he talks about.
I must be wrong. I thought Michi told me yesterday it was out.
And Marcel Judge, how do you say your last name? Judgem or whatever.
I don't see nothing.
Says it's not available yet.
No, send me $200. I'll get you the book.
Backchecker strategy. Well, I have the originals in Japanese, you know, so
Okay.
I scanned all the pages back in the day and uploaded them to Google Docs and ran them through Google Translate with the positions.
And then you shared it online to just let everyone.
No,
version
then
to be-
I
okay,
kept it for myself
Okay.
because I'm an only child, Mark, and I don't know how to share.
And I have 2 older brothers, and I never got my share.
So CSA Slaughter asks, can you explain market losers? Maybe you could do that for us.
Well, the best theory of market losers ever in the history of the game is O'Hagan's law of market losers. The idea is First, you use Woolsey's law and you ask yourself if your opponent's taking. And if he's taking,
water. Do you want
there's
some water?
really only one reason to double, and that's if he's going to pass on the next roll enough. We didn't know what enough was. Roberti had a market loser theory that said if you rolled a little better than average and your opponent rolled a little worse than average, you would have a double. But it's very hard to figure out what an average roll is. Then John O'Hagan came along about 13 years ago and said that if you're going to lose your market 25% of the time, a net of 25% of the time, you probably have a double, an initial double in a money game. Now, it depends on how much you lose your market by and how the rest of your rolls look. But the basic theory simplified is this. If he's going to pass next time too much, you should be doubling. If he's taking most of the time next time, you don't gain a thing by giving him the cube now. Things could go wrong. So you lose your market. It cost him too much to take that cube, just like if you got a car for sale for $30,000 and the blue book says it's worth 20, you've lost your market. You priced it too high.
Yeah. So I think that was a great strategy lesson. That was almost like getting a private election from Phil there. The definition of a market loser is simply just a sequence where it becomes a pass for your opponent next roll. So you thereby
That's right.
the loss of market.
And this morning we spent a lot of time at breakfast explaining a market gainer, which is very, very different. If you think you're too good to double, you should almost always not double if you have some gammons, and there's no way your opponent could gain a take by the next sequence.
Yes.
That's a market gainer. People get the two mixed up all the time.
Yeah, that's right. Usually when we think about it, it's just much more frequently occurring to think about market losers because we're on that side of the take point. You know,
Yeah, you're not too good as much,
You're not
anywhere
too
near
good
as much.
often as,
Yeah.
as you.
Which reminds me of my...
This is all they had left. And I turned it upside down.
You could have taken it from the staff room.
Where that is.
If you're going to,
When people get greedy in backgammon, it reminds me of one of my favorite quotes. He tried for a corner on the market, and now he's got a market on the corner. So if you get too greedy in backgammon, the same thing's going to happen.
I'll go get some. You have water, Phil? Or you want it?
I could use some, sure. Here's a cup if you want it. Thank you.
Is that yours?
Yeah, this is my cup.
Yeah, I have a cup here.
Thank you. There's another one's there. All right, we need to get refreshed. This has been an exciting, exciting match, especially at the end. Victor is not playing to the quality that he normally plays. It's very rare that he would play this high a PR. But you know what? When you see higher PRs, it doesn't mean the player is playing bad or his brain isn't working. A lot of times it's just because
Excuses for me, Phil. I appreciate it.
how difficult the positions are and how difficult the situations are.
Situation that you're in,
Yeah.
not just the situation over the board, but the situation. You're in the final 8 of Monte-Carlo, and you're sitting here being watched by everyone.
Yeah, I don't think that bothers. That's not a factor for Victor. There's no way Victor worries about that.
There has to be some nerves there, you know. How
Look at Victor. He's relaxing by watching the other match. He's scoping out his next match. I think he plays the winner between Johan and Frank. Frank in the checkered shirt. He's the only only world champion that's still alive in the undefeated.
I want you to know you made everybody, including myself, go to Amazon to look for this book that doesn't exist, and everyone's quoting that's coming out in November.
You know, if people are dumb enough to listen to me, they deserve to waste their time. So you can see Johan in the picture, and to his left is his roommate, also
Wait, is
from
this a
Sweden,
doubles
Thomas Tenlin.
This is a doubles
No, it looks like, oh, this is the doubles match. Is this no?
It has to be because
No, it's not a doubles match.
how can someone just be sitting next to you there like that then?
I don't know why they would even let him, but I guess they do. Sitting next to Frank is Michael Pines, who's his partner in running the San Diego Backgammon Club, which they marketed all over town like crazy, and they're getting a whole bunch of new players, people that just casually play backgammon, never played in a tournament. They come up and they give them a free lesson, and they give them a free drink and welcome them. They're developing a whole bunch more people. I'm sure this is the singles match, and they're just letting them watch. By the way, those are the doubles teams, but that's live. And Victor's just relaxing watching them.
Over here. Their screen looks like.
Frigo did something really fun. He thought Extreme Gammon was great for backgammon, and he said, wait a minute, maybe it's great for football. And he developed Zeus, which uses the same idea as Extreme Gammon, and you have a football play, and instead of deciding whether you should run or you should pass, he put it into a computer program using the same kind of program that Extreme Gammon uses. In fact, he even had help from Xavier, and he sold it for quite a bit of money. And now they're using a similar program for business
That was
decisions.
the top G, but I think they actually meant you.
Oh,
So Frank's
together we can share the title. Okay.
Top G's.
okay. Here we go. This is Crawford, which means that nobody can double for one game. Do gammons matter? It matters whether there's an odd score or an even score. Now, in this case, all you lose is the free drop if you get a gammon. So it doesn't really matter.
Well, Phil, Jeff is asking you, when is the new XG coming? Phil?
Oh, the new XG is already out. It came out 3 years ago. Just like Michi's book came out yesterday. I mean, I've already proven to be terribly unreliable, and you're asking me questions?
And Johnny Cornslice asks, why does Victor shake so long? So annoying.
You should see him at the urinal.
Justin answered that earlier. He's trying to channel the dice. Dum bum.
Oh, that's a pretty cool play here by Bracconi, actually. He chooses the slot. No, just play pure.
Is that right though?
It was a small mistake.
Okay.
18 millipoints or something.
Because generally, I think coming out, because the ace then doesn't work so well from
Yeah.
the 8, because all the blots.
But he doesn't care about losing a gammon.
Yes,
In
yes.
this position, he doesn't care much about the gammons. Just make a 4 prime.
I'm exhausted from that last game.
Yes.
Wow.
It was pretty cool.
Imagine how they feel.
I think this is harder.
Yeah, so that's
Nice play. Nice play.
sick. I mean, are there any other plays other than this?
A lot of beginners would anchor there on the 2 point and get stuck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's right. You don't want to get stuck. The race is too close for that.
Then so.
Okay, so that's the 4, of course.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess that doesn't even gain you freedom.
No, that's the problem. So you're just
Yeah,
giving
so
up.
your
some
6s
control.
are blocked, and now
But
you don't have
I
a great
think-
4
I
either.
think Victor wanted to keep this guy here rather than stacking it up a bit.
But it doesn't really. I mean, depending on where they landed, it wouldn't really give you that many more numbers to make the bar because you're switching from the 7 to
Yeah,
the 8
that's
depending
right.
on where they land.
Exactly. So I think you should have just stayed back and maximized.
Ooh, that hit is a blunder.
Oh yeah.
That's a blunder.
Oh, you don't want to get hit by. Oh yeah, you give up.
You're
structure.
outboarded terribly.
You're outboarded and you give up structure and
Oh.
everything. That's not good.
And now you're hit.
How do we play? Oh wow, look at the XG play.
Wow, he just slows down.
Good
Look at him.
play.
Great play. Great play to sliding the
was the
bar.
number?
You need a prime.
2.
Oh, I thought it was 3-6. I missaw it.
Oh, he rolls the perfect response, Bracconi. Wow, look at this. That is a crazy good roll.
I love
But
Victor's play sliding the bar there. That
he
was
played it so
incredible.
fast.
Yeah.
He played it so
It's
fast.
a tough play.
Really, really
He just
cool.
knows that position.
Really cool play by Victor.
5-4, a misser.
Yeah, okay.
Good play.
He chooses to play flexible here and go for mobility
Victor's
and output control.
strong.
Yeah,
Yeah, you see, that protects the other guy, right?
exactly. We have this protection there. This okay. Oh, it's a dance. Oh yeah, he can't even move. 6-3 all of a sudden. Oh.
Oh,
dilemma.
wow.
Do we have to hit here? Why not just go for freedom? Why not just go for freedom?
You just need to win the game, right?
Yeah.
And running
You win so
plays
many more
are
games.
win more than. Wow.
Very nice play.
Good play by
Well,
the
Very good.
It's
I'm very impressed with Fernando. He playing very well.
Yes.
5-4. What a shake.
Good play. Well,
By the way, I criticized Victor's place playing at 4. That's nothing to
I
sneeze
think
at.
Fernando made
Yeah.
a big blunder earlier with hitting loose and breaking the 9 point. But
Yeah.
other than that play,
So this is Fernando's roll. So what? We go to the 1 and slot the 5, right? There's nothing else.
I think you could write a book on the cube action from the last game. It really could.
Oh, there's this play. I didn't see this one.
That is an ugly play. You're
I don't like
breaking
giving up my structure,
No, it's
yeah.
and you're stacking. It can't be right. Find another play. Go back. Look at the board again. What else can we play here?
I figure when all
You know
else
what?
fails, you don't destroy your structure. And you just
Exactly.
play with your spares.
Oh, there's this one, but this leaves a double shot. You know what? I think there's only one logical play here. There's only one logical play.
Yeah.
It's the only logical play. It's
And
just a
that's
single-
XG's play.
When you think about it, you know, everything else leaves a double shot or break structure or stacks.
You could get missed and then make the 5. There's the
Yeah.
upside there as
Yes.
well. You
I
don't
mean,
have
this
to
is where
worry
you have a
forever.
stack of checkers.
Would you find that play over the board, Mark?
But yeah, I think
Yeah,
I
I
would
think
because
so.
I think it's almost forced by logic. Here you have more hitters and you break structure, so that's got to be.
Has he looked at the
inferior.
right play yet?
This one is just 11 shots, and you get to unstack.
And you might make
Completely
it.
logical.
Especially since you're way up in the race, you want to minimize shots.
Of course, yeah. And you could even make the 5 prime next time. I guess this one is quite nice when it works because you're clearing the mid. That's not a. How big of a mistake is that?
.037.
Okay, that's not too bad actually. Okay, at least it doesn't leave a shot.
Yeah.
But it is ugly.
Yeah, I mean the problem is, I guess when you, I mean, so this succeeds for now, but like you have to roll next again, right?
Yeah.
And so like
So what do? You need to roll.
it
you
just
need to
gets
get lucky.
worse and get
Like
worse
this
and
one,
worse.
6-2. I mean,
Often you just
and
go,
look,
well,
that's a mistake actually. He's so stacked that it's even better to play this one with the 4, with the deuce, and leave a shot. Fernando's in trouble here.
yeah, he needs doubles.
Victor is a favorite in this position, even though it's
Two down?
It's freedom.
Oh, it's not 2 down.
You can play it safe. You can play it safe. You
Oh, I'm sorry. You had the wrong.
can unstack. It was actually a lucky number.
Yeah,
You know,
we
he
had the wrong
didn't
guy.
get to expose anything.
Ooh.
Victor might be looking at funky contact plays like this.
There's no way you come out here?
He might be looking. No, not this.
No.
Is too funky. This is too
I think
funky
you
to
just
wanna-
make the 7, no?
I think you do. I think
Because
do.
you still keep contact with everybody,
You
then
still
you've
keep
got the
contact
5
with this
prime,
guy
there's the
here.
blot in his board.
2 down.
No, you just make the structure.
Ah, 2 down. Maybe 2 down. Maybe Felix is right. 2 down. Duplicate the ace. I think Felix is right.
Nope, 13-7 is right.
Okay, it's close. It's close. Maybe it's something in my mind. I only saw 13-7. It's like my subconscious knows, you know.
Again, it's important to remember that it doesn't really hurt Victor to get gammon very much at all, so he can play bigger.
Yeah, that's right.
Most people don't think about that in
matter.
Crawford games, so that's very important here.
Yes. Yeah, that's the play. Well played, Victor. Really good play. It's still duplicating aces here. Still duplicating.
5-3 hits and covers.
5-3,
That is a great number.
One of the very best. One of the very best. And it actually... I'm not even sure if Fernando is still a favorite, actually. I think he's still an underdog. Okay, maybe Fernando's a favorite now. 6-2. You can play it safe.
You
I mean,
could.
what else could
He
you
is
do?
a favorite.
What else could you do here? If
Wow.
you don't want to play it safe.
It's not worth it to do anything more wild,
No.
I think.
I mean, you could also play 12-4.
I mean, look at black structure, though.
That's
I mean,
super
5,
scary.
6, 4, 3, 6 is,
So
is brutal.
You play the 6 here,
Double 3s as well?
here, and you can't leave shots. Yeah, double 3, that's true. Double 3 also hits. Double 5 would also hit.
Okay, you one up me, Mark. I got it. You win.
So good play by Bricconi.
6-1.
Another good roll. Another
This
good
is
roll.
still brutal for white.
There's going to be shots,
how you
though.
get
There
on.
will be blood.
There are 6 checkers now on his 6.0.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shots are coming.
Yeah, but
Okay.
6-3, not bad. You know, it could have been
There
worse.
were worse numbers.
4s and 10s.
So this is the big swing, the crucial
Ooh, big miss.
Misser.
misser. Yeah, that was the big moment.
Oh, 8-1. Interesting. I might have made a little faux pas here and did this play.
Wow.
Oh,
Great roll.
We
Great
might get
roll.
another game.
We will.
We might get more than one more game.
He's up to
We might.
85%.
We might not.
83% winning chances. Here. Double 2 is
One.
pretty good. Oh,
2.
Peel. When in doubt, peel.
You don't gain anything from the gammon. You just said it, Phil, right? You don't gain anything from the gammon.
But if
But
he
it's a
does
habit.
End up leaving a shot at some
You're
point,
right.
he'll have more checkers off.
I can't stop myself.
It's a habit. Yeah, okay.
I was raised that way.
If you rolled like 3 aces in a row for white, the fourth one would be kind of bad.
What a sadistic mind. What a sadistic mind to even bring that up.
Yeah. Boxes.
Big roll.
Wow.
All right.
That helps.
Yeah.
Backgammon's
Backgammons
possibly
matter.
all- yeah.
They do matter.
Okay, so
not
what,
very
4 is
likely.
followed by 2-1, followed by 2-1.
2.1, 2.8%
Yeah.
backgammon.
No, he can stay back though. You can't get backgammon.
He has to go, right? He has to go.
He can stay.
He has to stay back one more roll.
Yep. One more roll is all they can stay back.
Yeah.
And goodbye.
Uh-oh.
3, 1,
There-
2.
2-1.
a chance.
Don't say 2-1 out loud.
Followed by a.
Oh,
Ooh, 4-1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
you,
right.
you vacate the premises.
Okay. See, so many people don't
Boxes.
realize that the gammon doesn't
Boxes.
matter much. You just lose your free drop is all.
Yeah.
Free drop is worth .024.
0.024.
That's what a free drop is worth.
So the 2%.
Yes, 2.4%.
2.4%. Okay. I guess that depends on how many points.
Yeah, right. Well, you may have multiple free drops, and maybe it's worth 4%. But you still don't worry about gammons.
I think 4. That's like okay. That might be the top range.
But if it's
I think it.
yeah, but if
like,
it's 3 away, if it's 3 away, 1 away, it's worth .024.
Okay, then it's worth 2.4. That much?
Yeah.
I would take the under there. I would say maybe.
Right. You can
1%.
you can put it in. You'll see.
I'm curious. Can somebody put it in for us? Because I might have just learned something here. I would say 1%.
How do we do this? You can do it better than me.
1.1%.
I'll bet money it's .024. How's that?
You want to bet?
Yes, $10.
$10. $10 it is. So I am. What am I? I'm 3. I'm 2 away. No, I'm 1 away. You're 2 away. Right?
Look at the gammon value at 1 away, 3 away. That's the one way to find out.
gammon value.
At 1 away, 3 away, Crawford. It'll be what, .024. Because
No,
that's what a gammon's worth.
No, it would be to compare 2 away, 1 away, and 1 away, 1 away.
Okay.
So why
Post
hasn't he
Crawford.
doubled yet? Has he doubled? No. Why?
Opening position.
Is he trying to trick Victor?
Oh,
How
the
do I
boys.
check
Seems unlikely.
Oh, yeah, it's just to look it up in a match equity table. So here, what is your 2 away post Crawford, 2 away, 1 away? You
The
got
problem now is that he might-
51.2%. So it's worth 1.2%.
That's not what the free drop is worth. Because it's the average roll, that the average
Shoot
amount
out?
that your opponent is up if he gets the first roll, and he only gets the first roll half the time.
Okay.
That's why it's .024. There's another way to look it up. We'll do it later.
2-6 hits.
Okay. I mean, 2.4.
Ah, yeah,
That's the
two down, much
difference
better now.
between 51.2 and 48.2.
Wow.
It has 2.4% in
No
difference.
swing there.
But you're only a 51.2% favorite. So I think it's not exactly wrong what you're saying, but I would say it's only half of what you're saying.
If you roll a 3-1, you're a 55% favorite. So the average time you're a favorite is 2.5%. If you get the opening roll, and then you divide it by 2 because you only get the opening roll half the time. Well, I'll show you.
Okay.
No.
We can,
It's even easier.
We'll settle this
You know
bet
what?
after the.
Just ask John O'Hagan. We don't have to.
We can ask John O'Hagan.
Just
maybe
ask John O'Hagan.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever he says, I'll go by for the bet.
Huh.
Or Neil Kazaros. Is Neil watching?
Neil is watching.
What's the free drop worth? I think it's
free drop?
.024.
Well,
Settle a bet.
Yeah.
Neil Kazaros would know this more than
I would
anybody.
say you would have to compare 2 away, 1 away, and 1 away, 1 away, and 4 away, and 3 away, 1 away. Anyway, let's see. Because then the free drops gets worth a little bit more when you're further up.
That's right. It is because you can save it.
Uh-huh. Okay, long discussion here. We didn't really get to any conclusions, but
We settled nothing.
yeah. We're back here, and what's going on, Justin?
Well, he decided to lift instead of bring 2 down because he didn't want to leave the fly shots.
Wasn't it rude
It's
of them
better
to
leave
keep
the
playing
fly
while we were
shots
trying to do this?
because of the blot on the board.
Oh, he could go for freedom. What's the race? He's still
He's
down in
down
the
8
race,
pips.
and he doesn't mind losing a gammon. So this is actually a tough decision over the board. We can see the answer here. The answer
he's
is
just counting.
He's just counting. Yeah, that's the normal thing. You go for the racing play first, and then you count. Then he realizes he's down 8 pips, and then. I mean, I'm not sure that's going to help him.
He's thinking, maybe he rolls 2-1, maybe I roll double fives.
Let's see if he can figure out this play. It's not that easy. It's not that easy.
Nice play.
Yeah. Okay, good play. Yeah, really, really nice.
Very nice play.
Good play, Fernando.
I like his game a lot. I have a lot of respect for Fernando.
Hello.
That's pretty nice. Huh?
He's got a 7.
He's got 4 out of 36 combinations here. 6-1, 5-2.
I've seen it done. I've seen it done.
it's the
Oh, the wrong one.
The dice gods do that on purpose, by the way. They always give you the wrong 7 or the wrong 5 or whatever it is.
So now Victor
do that on
just needs to
purpose.
Not roll anything bad.
Is 6-4 funny here?
6-4, it is funky. 6-5.
6-5 is no 6-5 plays safe
Oh,
over
yeah,
his
you can-
head.
you can
6-4
vary.
would have to fill in the gap. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, 4-3.
Has to break his
It
board.
has to break the board.
Well, you might leave one checker on the 13.
Yeah, because of the score.
I like that. I like
Nice
that.
play. And you
Nice
got the
play, Phil.
duplication as well, right?
Duplication.
Yeah. That was a nice play, actually. You do keep that.
Oh,
4-3. Uh-oh.
There you see the value
go,
of this.
Phil.
You saw the value of this guy, huh? I believe it.
Right. Here it is.
What do we have?
6-5 and an
13,
ace.
13
Oh,
he missed it.
And the crowd goes mild.
And the crowd goes
shots.
mild.
But look at the Braconi is actually outplaying Victor right now.
Yes.
3.5 versus Victor's 3.8.
They're still both impressive.
Don't
6-5 is not a fun roll.
Ooh, the great googly moogly.
6-2.
Perfect. That's just, it couldn't have been more beautiful for Victor here.
Boxes for a sweat.
Yeah, I mean,
He has to
what does
go.
He have here? 20% or something? 13%? 13% in the race. It's not completely
Yeah,
crazy.
it's not dead. Oh, Victor's rolling
6-5.
big.
6-5 is just strong.
I know.
roll. 6-2. Not the worst, but he's down to 8% winning
Oh.
chance. Every roll where he doesn't roll a double is dwindling his winning chances. 6-1.
He needs boxes and he needs it quick.
Yeah. He really needs boxes.
That is the
2-1.
opposite of boxes.
Yeah, it couldn't have been worse. 3-1.
3-1,
Not too much.
okay.
I mean, he needs those boxes.
He needs it now.
Oh, no.
Side of the
no.
dice.
Yeah, upside down. 6-1.
6-1,
I think
okay.
we're down
This,
to 4% winning chance. Now he needs those boxes. 5-4.
Now remember, if Fernando loses, that doesn't mean he's out of it. He goes to the second chance and he's high up in that. He could easily come back and still win the championship.
Yeah.
It's an exciting format. One of the best. I think it's the best format in backgammon.
The double elimination.
I love it, and I
like a
like that you
triple
only have one match
there.
at the end to win.
What about a quadruple elimination?
If you
Many
better.
you want.
No,
if
but
you
triple,
win
I
the
think I like triple, but that,
if you win the undefeated, that's an extra $10,000. That's really a nice bonus.
maybe you'd have to play
And the
3
reason
matches in
you
a
get
day,
those 10,000 euros is because there's just one grand final.
Right,
You don't get an extra life in the grand
right.
final.
I love it.
So there's an extra compensation there for the undefeated.
And I love. I've done the commentary when you had to beat him twice.
off.
It's just not exciting. The first match is just not that exciting.
It's so weird to have 2 finals. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Audience are
And you lose your
confused.
audience.
Exactly.
Intermediate
6-4. This is
dead.
This is it.
2-1,
This is it.
2-1.
2-1.
Nice match.
Victor
Well
is
played.
Victor.
Very
Well played.
entertaining match. Very entertaining match.
Good players.
You guys want to
Very good match.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you guys do
I'll
that.
let
Or
Phil do it.
I want to interview Victor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victor?
I want to interview
Well done, guys.
Victor. Thank you. Thanks for helping coming out.
Top G's.
Stay tuned. I'm going to have a little interview with Victor.
go. That was a good
If
one.
he's not too shy to stop by. When do you want to bring him over? Tell him to come over, please.
Okay, guys.
What a match! What a finish! That one game, I could study that cube action for about a year to try and understand it. trying to estimate the winning chances in the cube action was really classic. Victor, Victor, I want to interview you. I want to interview you right for the fans. Want to see you. Here's our winner, Victor Ashkenazi. He played very, very well, not up to his usual standard of 1 PR, but you played great.
No, yeah, this match was not about PR. It was just so much involved, you know. I mean, we both, you know, we know each other for pretty long, and you know, we felt like this is the match. You know, this is the match to win, and yeah, I mean, there are a bunch of decisions which you know could be. I mean, for a few decisions, first of all, I mean, the cube I gave at 6-2, I felt it probably too good. I'm sure it was too good. It was. I just lost 3 games in a row. I want to collect my point. You know, I just want to be at 3 again. Like, there are things that difficult to explain. You know, to the viewer. You know, you're not playing XG. You're not playing to impress anybody.
So when you're playing for big money for the world championship, you're saying to hell with PR. I want to win the match.
Okay, let make it clear. For me, it absolutely has nothing to do with money. Right? I'm here for a title and title only. And yeah, but that's you know, but it's not just a pressure. It's just you know, you try to use common sense and the logic, and try to change momentum of the match. So, like I said, too good, and again, too good, then easily it can go to, you know, other way. I just want to collect my point and be at 3.
You want to be a world champion.
Exactly, from 2. But of course, nothing is guaranteed.
At dinner the other night, we were naming the best players of the world today that haven't won the world champion, and you're at the top of the list along with Wilcox and Michi.
Okay, but
and Zednik.
Right, but another decision that I kind of felt I didn't even want to bother myself with that. I felt like it was a redouble to 8 after I came out with 5-2. But again, do I want to give this redouble and play for a match? You know, try to understand if he has this 3%, which he would have. You
5% is the take point.
Exactly, exactly. So I just decided not to bother myself with that. I felt like a redouble.
Let me say this.
I just calculated that he needs to win 5 games after that. You know, with my really clean checker play, I thought, okay, good luck trying to do that.
I don't blame you. So if his take point's 5%, we look at that position, and I asked Mark Olson, who's a grandmaster and a great player, how can you determine whether you have 5% or there or not?
Impossible.
That would take an hour and a half.
Exactly. But it's not just that. I felt like again, money game, like not just money game. I mean, it felt like a double, like a small double. But not something that you would like to bother yourself with when you're about to get up 16-8 on the score in the quarterfinal.
Not only that,
against,
if your name is Victor Ashkenazi, you're used to being taken because people are going to gamble against you more, and that's pretty scary to see the match on that 1 cube.
And the key decision, of course, was to take on the four cube that he gave. I almost immediately dropped just because I don't want to see the gammon.
It's a big take. Big take.
Okay, that. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about humans, right? we all understand when we look at the computer, everything looks clear to us, right? Humans, right? You up 12-8. You know, you just gave a cube, which I felt was pretty close to a pass. Was it a take for him? Small take, huh?
Yeah.
Tiny, probably. Yeah. Okay. So he took it. Okay.
Yes.
Good for him.
It was a .04 take.
Exactly. Okay. Good for him. And then I rolled just pretty few horrible numbers to give a shot. Obviously expected actually him to throw the 4 cube at me immediately. He spent like 3 minutes on that. I was surprised by that. I would love to give this.
By the way,
I hate to take it.
When you left the double shot instead of the single shot, that was a blunder.
Was a blunder? Okay.
It was a blunder.
Interesting.
And if you left the single shot, it was a double. Probably we weren't sure because we never got to put it in, but he clearly had a big double there.
I did think about this for a minute. So this is on me because I did think about this for like a minute or two, where to play the stupid 4-1.
Yeah.
And I decided that it would be difficult to clear 8 point after that. So I thought of some numbers that would, those 6 didn't play at all, like 1-6 unless he leaves the 7, then 1-6 become horrible, but unless he leaves, if he doesn't leave, then it doesn't. And it was difficult for me to estimate.
But did it come to you, did it occur to you that when you lead the double shot, he's got an easy double, and with the single shot, he might not?
No, actually, I thought, exactly, I put myself in his shoes. I'm saying he doubles anyway.
Oh,
I would double.
I
anyway.
got it.
I would
Yes.
double regardless.
I said that immediately.
I would double regardless. In fact, I probably, again, on other side, since I misunderstood position, miscalculated, I would be happier to see checker on the 6 because I thought it may give me 2 checkers. It would be, if I pick up this one, then it's easy to break from the 8 and I
Right.
will have another one. It will be more gammonish than before. I would say you probably win less games, but more gammons.
I got you.
But again,
But when you made the play, you knew you were taking.
no, actually,
weren't sure
I
yet.
just was telling my friend Sebastian Wilkinson, my friend, just arrived. We hugged, and I told him. He said, it was just stupid game. I said I almost immediately would just want to drop it because I don't want to lose 8 points. Right? Just match was so nicely going. You see, we're not machines. We know it's like you don't want to go from 12 to 8 to 12 to 16 immediately.
Yeah,
it was a good chance, but then I start thinking, and I realized that he has 21 shot, hitting numbers, 20 plus double 3. Then, so maybe he's a little bit over 50% favorite in this, maybe slightly over 50, because I win still some games from the ace point.
Right.
Then, should I scare myself with gammons that much? I mean, yes, of course, I can roll 1-5, 1-4, right? They exist, but also 1-6 exists, double ace, 1-2, 1-3, which don't leave a shot immediately would probably put me in the game, or I never leave, or I never roll the ace.
right.
But then it's also 15 numbers on which most of the time I probably win gammon. More than he does.
Yeah.
I just thought about it. Was a big take.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, psychologically didn't want to take it. then after thinking 2 minutes, I thought, if you want to become world champion, you should take this kid.
Well, you played courageously, and I'm very proud of you. And I just disagree with one thing you said.
Yes.
You said we're not machines. Everybody says Victor's a machine. When you look at your PRs, it's
No,
like
but
a
I'm
machine.
playing
You're like a
human.
machine.
No, but I'm playing human. And you see my winning percentage around the world, right? This year.
73%.
It's about that, yeah. And I won pretty much in every event that I played this year.
I don't think
except for
anybody
Atlanta.
has anybody ever had a better winning percentage. I don't think so.
I don't know, but
Probably not. Not in the long run.
But it involves also to play against humans, right? To understand who you're playing, to see how people feel, to kind of predict their decisions to a certain extent.
Yeah, but you're still afraid to play me, aren't you?
Yeah, always.
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 Unless it's Pascal Gammon.
Especially Bazooki.
Bazuki. Victor, fantastic show. Good luck in the whole thing.
Thank you.
I
Always
hope to do
pleasure.
the commentary
Always
on you in the finals.
I hope
love
you, but you never know.
By the way, I love you. I think it's great what you're
Thank you
doing
very
for the
much.
game.
Thank
You're
you. I love
wonderful
I love
for
you
the
too.
game.
You know that.
Yeah,
You're a great ambassador and great connector.
Thank you. Thank you. Good luck. Thank you, everybody. I think it was a very interesting interview with a very, very brilliant guy. He's proven himself in chess and backgammon in life, and just a thrill to have him around. And we may well see him in the finals. He's got to be easily the favorite of the players that are left in the undefeated based on his record and PR and everything else. So he's the guy to beat. He's going to have the best odds. We'll see him soon. We'll be back tomorrow at 2:00 with the last 4 players that are left in the undefeated. We'll be in the semifinals of the undefeated tomorrow at 2:00. Stay tuned. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Like the channel and like Monte-Carlo and like what Mark Golson and his crew are doing a hell of a job. Thank you, Tara and Bill Riles, for all the work you do to make this streaming possible. And good night.